Okay, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. Long story. Let me actually see. Is it ready? Nope. I need need about another 4 minutes. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I can I can stall that long. I think. Let me boot the game up too, cause let me do that. Okay. Also, let me message Slim because he's joining. Turn on my heater. Yeah, sorry if I'm a little bit scatterbrained. I basically had, dear James Mirror, I hope you still ain't calling. I left my phone number and picture at the bottom. How far are we in? We're at the hotel. Like, I'm literally about to do the boat ride to the hotel, so we're pretty far in. Assuming I don't get lost again, which is just a huge assumption because I am geographically challenged in survival horror games. We shouldn't be too long. Make sure to there we go. Cool. All right. But there is, well, the fuck. Okay. Side note: am I the only one that notices Discord change like their sound effect and it drives you crazy because I'm so used to the old sound effect? Ah shit! And I just spilled beer on myself. God damn it! How the fuck did I even do that? Hang on. Jesus Christ. God damn. Sorry, we listened to Stan and had to meme it. Oh no, you good. You good. Um, that's scared as shit. I forgot that this game has the little. The old games would do this. Let me stop that. Control. That was weird. My controller wasn't responding. Okay. See where. There's no fucking way. No way. I'm calling you a liar, YouTube. Okay, you know what? Well, let me wait for Slim to come on and we'll do that. For now, I'm just gonna talk for a second just to stall for him because he might want to listen to this. Johnny Somali got mollywopped in Korea. Good. Oh, there he is. Hey. Can you guys hear Slim all right? They can't hear you? Oh, duh. It's because I didn't unmute I didn't unmute desktop audio like a dumb. Okay, try it now.
Hello. How's everyone doing? I can hear myself now. Okay, we're good.
Okay, good. Because before we start the game, I have to. Okay, I don't have to stall anymore because at least the SD render of the standard def render of it is good. Fuck's sake, because it was talking about. Okay. So I don't know if you guys paid in the community tab, but remember how I said that one of my stories was getting an audiobook, and that I was waiting for it to be approved by Amazon. Amazon decided to do a wee bit of trolling and approved it without really telling me, and then just released it for sale, like the same day.
They like. I meant to ask you, are they allowed to even do that?
I didn't think they could do that either. They're just like, psych, we're gonna publish it now, even though I don't know, maybe it was a setting I misclicked where it was like, as soon as it's approved, sell it. Maybe that was a setting that I didn't set.
Or something.
I got no idea.
Yeah.
One thing that was weird was that they set the price for it, which is the reason I say it's weird is because if you guys don't know, the way Amazon works is there's like a bare minimum you can charge for the book, and if you don't, for like a book, and because you have to cover, especially if you're talking about the print copy, you have to cover the print costs and stuff, and that's going to vary depending on how big the thing is. And all that. So, but like the point is, you can set the price. Like you can make it. I think the highest you can set a single book's price was like $500. If you were just batshit crazy, no one would do that. That would be insane. Unless it was like, I don't know, like 50 books in one thing, which I don't think you could print that. Assuming the books are like 200 pages a piece. But
I mean, that'd be like selling a Bible for like $500.
Yeah, a little bit insane. But anyway, long story short, wait, then who provides the audio? Oh, the audio was done through like one of their narrators. There was like, I had like 50 something auditions, and like he was the one that A, did a really good job, and B, did it for like a reasonable price, because I had to pay for it because I didn't want Amazon. I didn't agree to Amazon exclusivity, which is probably why I can't give out promo codes, because I don't think it's gonna let me generate them unless you are like one of their members.
Edgy, you should have gotten Vadi Video to do it. The audiobook.
That would have been kind of funny, but I'm worried his voice would have been like too serious. Oh wait, did it actually sell? Oh shit, someone actually bought it. Hold up.
Oh, cool.
Wait, did they? One net sale. When was it? I like how it says invalid data, but it says wait, who? Okay, one net sale, but who sold it though? Wait, what day is this? Oh, it was yesterday. Okay.
It was probably Orson Welles.
I mean, that would be kind of shocking, but
it was Morgan Freeman.
It was Morgan Freeman. I could not imagine Morgan Freeman reading shit.
Have you seen Morgan Freeman recently? He looks awful.
Does he?
It's because the dude's like, he's 89 to be fair, so like he's kind of nigga's old.
Yeah. Yeah, he is getting up there. Not getting up there, he is up there. What am I saying? Like, I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, dude is up there.
And it's funny when you think about it, because like Morgan Freeman his career didn't pick up till he was like in his 40s or 50s.
I think you're right. It's something like that.
Because like his first got Mel Gibson to narrate it. He'd go on a huge tangent about the Jews.
That, or he would talk about, that he would start randomly inserting Jesus into stuff, and it's like, dude, don't bring that into this. This is not the kind of story for that.
To be fair, Mel Gibson bullshit happened because like he was very, very drunk.
Yeah, he was
it was like one instance, and like, yeah, I don't think he should be like permanently canceled for that. That's just my personal opinion. I don't believe it.
To Skull Monkey Media, did he do the girl voices all sexy? I'll let someone else be the judge of that. He did them a little too well to the point where I was almost worried that's like, is this guy like doing an AI to do that or something? But I think the manner is, I don't know what the fuck he did, but he did something where it's like dude goes from sounding like a dude to sounding like a chick kind of convincingly. And it's a little weird. It was a little weird because I was like, I'm not expecting that to sound that great. It's like, oh, he actually sounds convincing. The hell. But you know what? Okay. Oh wait, you guys can't see that yet, but you know what? I'll show it to you in a second. Before I show you this.
Yeah, like there are big players who do really gross things and they get a pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fucking Michael Vick. I realized something. People like forgave Michael Vick, but forgot like the dude literally tortured dogs.
There are people who actually forgave Michael Vick. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't.
Like he wasn't. Like I said, he wasn't really like again. He wasn't like canceled like Mel Gibson, I guess. Because like again, it wasn't just he was just a bit of a scrap. He was getting a little It's getting like a little rowdy with the dogs or whatever. Like no. Michael Vick set up not only like dogfights or whatever, but he actively tortured dogs. Like actually tortured them.
Yeah.
And it's fucking disgusting. But like no one really talks about it.
Nah.
Get Mario. It's Waluigi. I wrote you and you still ain't calling. I left my phone paper at the bottom.
Hey, Chris Brown, we could post something bad about him now to follow Sword Protect is mind-boggling. The thing about... Okay, you know, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that.
Alex Jones narrated, they're turning to fucking Terrence Gang!
You know, I actually realized there's something that Alex Jones would probably hate about it. Because there's this whole collective government thing. He would probably not like that. It's not treated as inherently evil. So I realized he would probably have a problem with that. But,
I still love the Alex Jones as Doom guy.
That is fucking hilarious. Alright. I get back on subject, because I didn't mean to derail before we actually play the game this fucking long.
Yes.
I kind of did, because I was trying to give this thing time to finish processing, and it did. So remember anyway, in the post I said I was going to make something special for it, and basically I was going to do something in Blender for it, but I underestimated just how many frames it would need to cover the whole retail sample that I'm about to play for you here. So the auto visualizer I made in Blender for that, the render's not done yet. I rendered it in frames, so I had to pause it like 10 minutes before the stream and then go with the backup plan, which is what I'm about to play, which, yeah, the actually good version of this will be up in like tomorrow. But let me actually switch the things you can actually see what I'm doing.
I just found the greatest meme, one of the greatest memes of all time. Hang on.
All right. So I'm gonna mute, and this is the audio sample, the retail sample. Like if you go to Amazon and it's on iTunes too. If you go there, you can find it. But yeah, so I'm gonna play it. Slim, don't say anything for like 4 minutes.
Sitting upright brought the world back into focus. I couldn't quite feel my beak or the left side of my face as I looked down the rusted, crumbling hallway as a bug-like creature tried to flee. As everything came back into focus, I crawled to my feet and chased after him. This little shit got lucky with that sucker punch. The Emerald Bugman spun around. His four eyes widened in shock as he saw just how well I could keep up with him despite his much longer legs. He whipped out a small black handgun as he made it towards the window. Dumbass should have led with that. I jumped and tackled him. I should have thought this through. We both tumbled out of the window and into the unpaved streets below. I felt that everywhere. The mantoid shrieked in its native language. To me, it sounded like garbled gibberish with a few grating clicks. As I rolled over on my back, he He hopped up on his long, stilt-like legs and raised his scythe-like claws. I rolled and felt his blades chop a bit of my dark red hair. Despite my bruised ribs, I was on my feet and drew my sidearm. Fucking mantoids. He knocked my gun away, and before I knew it, I was taking a kick to the chest that knocked me into a pile of muddy water. I couldn't breathe. I am a penguin, and if you expect me to start tap dancing on ice, well, sorry to disappoint, not sorry. My dark red hair covered the right side of my face and eye as usual. Just as well, it was bruised up, but not as bad as this fucking guy was going to be once I got my flippers on him. I glared at him with my crimson eyes as my lungs remembered how to function. The cold mud soaked into my black shirt and caked my long red jacket. I shook it off and stood up. The mantoid was already down the street knocking random aliens out of the way. I hauled ass after him, but the moronic bystanders, who always seem to get in the damn way whenever I'm trying to chase someone or something, slowed me down. One of them dared to get pissed because I knocked over his shitty caffeinated drink with a name I will not attempt to pronounce. "Asshole!" he shouted. I came around the corner. I was closing in on the bug. He turned around and screeched at me. Maybe I should have updated the translator implant for this one. Whatever. My job was to capture him and drag his ass to the spot, not interrogate. He crossed the street between hovering cars but had to stop halfway through as a car came past. That gave me the time I needed to football tackle him. We hit the ground hard and I chopped at his face. Fun fact about my kind. We have bones in our flippers, and getting struck by them hurts like hell. Soon, I saw purple blood and the broken shards of his green exoskeleton. As I kept striking him, he brought two of his legs up and I took another kick to the chest. I crashed in the middle of the street and everything spun. I'm just glad there wasn't traffic. Think I pissed him off now. He was on me before I could get up and swung his blades like an angry, living weed whacker. I scurried out of his reach as he kept advancing towards me. His attacks pushed us towards the bar's entrance. I wish I had my sidearm. Instead, I did something stupid and risky. I rolled through his slashes. He sliced the tails of my coat. Better that than my actual short tail. After rolling, I kicked off the ground and aimed for his face. Once again, fucking mantoids. His arm caught me in the gut, sending me through the glass window and into a bar. Pain exploded through the back of my skull as I struck the edge of the bar back, and someone's goddamn beer spilled on me. If I wasn't mad before, I was now. The mantoid jumped into the room and barreled towards me on his four legs. I looked up at the unopened liquor bottle on the wooden bar and grabbed it. The three little claws on the inside of the flipper gripped the wide neck. I struck the green bug with the heavy, box-shaped part of the bottle as he tried to behead me. I heard something crack as I struck him. He almost fell flat on his face. He attempted to sit up, disoriented by that. I swung the bottle like a baseball bat against his head, knocking out a few needle-like teeth. Now, he hit the ground. I doubt he knew where he was anymore. Could have stopped at this point, but he made a fatal mistake. He pissed me off. I tested how sturdy that handle of booze was by using his body. The bar patrons glared at the two of us. They were taken aback. Others seemed curious. I pummeled him until he was barely conscious and couldn't move. He was lucky I needed his ass alive. I unscrewed the cap to the booze, threw my head back, and opened my beak. If they considered this shit good, I'd hate to see what's bad.
All right, so yeah, that's the retail sample. Like I said, that's the jank version. That's the jank version, where like the render wasn't what I wanted to go with it. But like I said, because the render, it was like, because that was what, 4 minutes and 52 seconds. The render has 8,000 something frames. And also, let me unmute Discord because Slim might be talking right now. Wait, how do I unmute this thing? What? Unmute. There we go. Okay, Slim, they should be able to hear you now. I think.
I was just gonna ask you, why does he sound like Sonic the Hedgehog?
Does he? Does he, though?
Like, that sounds like that is a solid Sonic voice, I'm sorry.
That's funny, because that's not even remotely the direction I told him to go with, and I didn't even pick up on that. Should you blow vape to the Space King Cobra stuff? That would be if Jeff was fighting him. That would be a move Jeff would pull. He just takes a hit of his blunt and just hopefully gives the enemy a contact high and runs the fuck away. That'd be his strat. But yeah, that was the audio sample, the retail sample. Like I said, I'm gonna have a better render that will actually be public with like a, you know, better audio visual thing to go with it. But that thing was taken. Got Dennis Quaid narrated. I tried to hard. Okay, so sounds like Sideways if it was deep. Really? Because again, that was not like the direction I gave him. Let me, you know, I almost want to check what notes I gave people for the audition for that. Let me look it up real quick. Fuck. Let me look it up real quick. Because now I'm curious forgot what I wrote. Elections coming off. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I'm not looking forward to that. Well, okay, I'm not looking forward to the shit show that's gonna come regardless of who wins. Let's be honest. That's on Game of Power. Talking about the election. I said I'm not looking forward to the shit show, regardless of who wins.
Yeah,
because it's just gonna be a shit show.
Let's just put it this way. It's very clear who should win. Let's just put it that way. It's very clear who should win based on base popularity alone. But at the same time, fine. I hate to be political, but like, I'm sorry. Even if they do cheat this time, I still don't think it'll be enough.
Okay, so
sorry.
Nah, you good. So I'm gonna read exactly what I had in the audition notes because I don't know how it ended up being like that. But I said Edgy's the main character for this. He's an abrasive, foul-mouthed, short-tempered character that is prone to violence, and when angered, he can get pretty psychotic. Despite all that, there should still be a slight degree of humor to him. His rage should be over the top enough to be slightly comical when he really loses it. In terms of voice, he's a mid to early 20s guy who always has some degree of annoyance or cynicism to his voice, but becomes excited at the prospect of causing mayhem and carnage. He has a very dark sense of humor as well, and would laugh at things most people shouldn't.
Sounds like me. But you're describing me.
I was like, this is kind of Mace at some points.
Oh my god, it's literally me.
It's literally me. But yeah, whereas I dark sense of humor and will laugh at things most people wouldn't or shouldn't, like watch someone get blown up or horribly mutilated unless they were his friends. In terms of morality, he's very dark gray, borderline black, depending on his current mood. I know somebody be like, "What do you mean by black?" Just fuck off. Just fuck off. Yes, I did not tell him to do a Sonic voice. That's just kind of what he went with, and it worked.
I think he saw the cartoon penguin and kind of just winged it.
Yeah, I think he just kind of. But I mean, I like what he did. I mean, the other voice he does are funny as fuck. Like I wish the retail sample had a bit of the voice he did for Todd, because I described him as the guy who gets bullied. Like the stereotypical nerd who gets shoved into the locker, and he did that voice very well.
So he'd sound like Morty from Rick and Morty.
Not quite that, but very close. Bow time. Yep, we gotta roll.
He's pretty far in Silent Hill now.
Bro, that is the real horror right there. Asmongold's room.
To be fair, I heard he did clean up his room recently.
Did you see the after? It's still dirty as shit, too. It's like, this is you cleaning it? I'm like, bro, I thought my room was bad. Holy shit.
The Sonic Shadow Generations is pretty decent from what I've heard. My only problem is
it's $50.
And this is, and again, that too. But again, I hate to be political, but I'm really tempted to not buy it. Like I don't want
the censorship stuff.
They censored the game. They censored the.
They censored Rouge, man. They took away Rouge, bro. Also, I realize I'm supposed to be looking for a light source, and I don't see it. Wait, how do you turn this thing again?
Yeah, but like the thing is, my whole thing is like some of the stuff doesn't even make any sense. Like they took away some slapstick moments, like when
Amy like smacks
punches, like,
Knuckles.
Yeah, Amy smacks Knuckles into a tree, and like, and like, you know that one funny gag where Amy's trying to hug him and he's like pushing her away with one hand?
Yeah, they changed that.
Yeah, that's just straight up cut too. It's just cut.
They also changed some dialogue in
like,
scenes, from what I saw.
They changed some dialogue, and they also changed Amy's description, so like her crush on Sonic isn't even mentioned. I'm like, why would you do that?
Because Ian Flynn hates that and finds it problematic or some shit. And my whole thing is like,
Yeah,
okay, I was still tempted to buy it, but then I realized, wait, this is $50 and I'm only going to play the Shadow DLC. Because the main game is like, okay, this is the censored version of the main game, so I would just go back and play the original version then. I
heard they did tune up the actual game too, so it does play a bit tighter and smoother. But I don't know.
I'm not paying $50 for a game that came out a decade ago. Yeah, that's the thing, like... Because the thing is, like, the visuals don't look any better. Like, I saw side by side, like, I can't really tell a visual difference. Like, I don't think they upped the texture quality or anything, and I think I'm going to...
I mean, and I hate to kind of defend it, but, like, at the same time, to be fair, I don't mind that because, like I've said before, like, games are really, like, at the pinnacle of graphics right now. We don't need super high-def realistic graphics.
But you understand what I mean, though. That's like, if you're gonna remaster the game,
at least update the look of it.
Yeah. Like you can up the texture resolution. Like I'm not asking you to redo all the models or anything.
Yeah. Again, I just don't. It kind of reminds me of the one thing when they do like for Final Fantasy VII, and they were like, oh well, it's fine because like Tifa's they don't care about Tifa's tits or whatever. But like no. The actual Japanese straight-up game, the actual remaster, like the actual Japanese remaster of Final Fantasy VII, they actually had a bunch of stuff in there, but like the English, the American one, the American release of it, you know, I had a lot of problems with that. I don't know. I don't know.
I think they censored it even the Japanese version. I think like even then they were kind of. Because Square Enix, they recently fired their, apparently, they fired their DEI board, but it still sounds like they still got that shit there. Fudge haven't guaranteed that. I was going the wrong way, that's what happened.
Sony, even, like, the Japanese, like, section is now all in California now.
Yeah,
so,
the PlayStation division's all the way in California, and ever since then... things have been going to shit, so it's like moral story. Don't move your business to California.
I'm just like I am begging. Sucker Punch to just make a good Ghost of Tsushima sequel. I know it's a little weird having it be like 300 years later, but like, it does.
I saw the trailer for it, and I was just like. Like, this might be alright. My whole thing is like, if I do want to play this game, am I gonna have to get link a PlayStation Network account to play it on my PC? It's like, I'm not fucking doing that shit.
You're not going to be able to play the game on a PS4. They said it's gonna be a PS5 exclusive. So, that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Even though I found out that someone... on Nexus Mods, they figured out a way to get around the PlayStation Network account link for God of War, and then Nexus Mods, of course, Nexus Mods, a bunch of fucking cucks, took the mod down. They also got mad because someone did a race swap mod where they made Amber go to white, which is probably more fucking accurate than it's like I didn't realize we had a black part of Norway and Sweden. The Netherlands. I don't realize there was a black part of that.
What are you talking about here?
Amber Goda. There was a mod where they made Amber Goda white and red-headed, and Nexus Mods got ass mad and like, no, you can't have that mod on their site. No. All right, but I can model swap literally any other character in a mod, and you don't give a shit. That feels really specific.
Amber Goda, and again, Amber Goda is described. He was like, oh, no, it's not Amber Goda. Amber Goda isn't given a description. Okay, two things. One,
yes, she fucking is.
Amber Goda should look like a black girl. Like,
yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry, like a mod, like not even like, even if you like wanted to stretch, like make her African looking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if you wanted to stretch that, she would not look like a modern American black girl.
Yeah.
She would not look like that. I'm sorry. And secondly, Evergoda is described as being troll-like. She's pretty much an ice troll, a female ice troll.
Like if anything, her skin should probably be like unnaturally pale to the point of looking blue or something.
Or like a dark grayish, bluish kind of tint. You could
like a White Walker kind of like skin color.
My biggest problem with God of War Ragnarok, well, there's a lot of problems I have with it. But the one thing I really don't like about it is they tried to make it. It felt like a game that was talking about gods, but it was like from the point of view of an atheist. If that makes any sense.
I mean, like
that's kind of made it boring.
That's fine as long as it's like you actually, as long as you're actually being fun with it, though. Like,
it's boring. It's like oh well. The reason that what's his name? Odin wants to do all this is because he can find a mask so he can look into a rift, like a rift in reality, so he can see what happened before the gods or whatever. So he's basically having an existential crisis. A god, a literal manifestation of a concept and idea given form is having an existential crisis.
That I'm fine with, since we're talking about, you know, like since the Nordic gods kind of work like the Greek ones, where they're like deliberate, they're like flawed and stuff. So I can kind of maybe see that could actually be interesting.
No, here's my problem though. You already had a good setup for Odin. He's so just make him super paranoid about Ragnarok.
Yeah, but that would be
in the game God of War Ragnarok. No one really seems to give a shit about Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm not even joking. Like I swear to God, at first it's like, oh yeah. First of all, they say, oh yeah, the Ragnarok that you know about is fake, by the way. So basically oh yeah, it turns out it was a fake prophecy. Because fuck you. Also, by the way, prophecy isn't real, except the giant ones. The giant prophecies are real. But like all the other prophecies, fate doesn't exist in this world. Even though God of War 2 objectively
had the Sisters of Fate, even though you can defy it.
It does exist.
Even though you can straight up defy it. Like it's just like it's borderline impossible.
Yeah, it's borderline impossible. Like Kratos had to literally go back in time just to make just to.
He had to fight across an entire island, and
even then, once you think about it, he still technically didn't defeat fate. He just kind of everything they said was gonna happen still kind of happened.
He kind of changed it around a bit, though. You know, sort of. I don't know.
It's a technicality.
The technicality, yeah.
But it still kind of happened. So when they said oh yeah, fate doesn't exist, and it's like, yes it does. In this world, because you just said but the giants' prophecies come true. Like but that's different. Why? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Because the giants are super good, peaceful, reasonable creatures, and the Aesir gods are just evil because of Odin. And I'm sorry, that's just not interesting. Odin. People say that Odin is a great villain, but he's really not.
The thing is, you could straight up write him as a good villain, that he's obsessed with knowledge and power to the point where he doesn't care the consequences of it.
But again, they don't do that. They just say, oh yeah, I want to know. They say, oh, he's supposed to be all knowing, so he wants to know everything. Okay, fine, fair enough.
That can actually work.
Okay, but here's the thing: they don't really do that because his whole thing is oh yeah, I want to see what's I'm obsessed with what's beyond or whatever. Like I said, he doesn't care about Ragnarok. He doesn't care about anything else besides getting the mask and seeing into the fucking space-time rift or whatever. And I'm just okay, this is just kind of boring. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds lame.
Say what you will about Zeus, but what made Zeus compelling is that he was again kind of right. He was Zeus was a prick, don't get me wrong.
It was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy with Zeus. Which is funny because if you know anything about Kronos was the same way, where he got the thing where he's like, oh one of my kids is gonna kill me, so I'm gonna eat them all. Then he missed one, and then of course because he ate all of Zeus's brothers, Zeus was like, okay, fuck that guy, I'm gonna kill him. Zeus said, fuck that guy, I'm gonna kill him.
It's interesting. It's interesting, and again, They even point out that the only reason Zeus actually got like Zeus usually isn't even that bad, but they imply that the paranoia and fear that he's feeling is coming from Pandora's box.
Yeah, that was what they added in 2. I mean, in 2, 3. Why can't I pick this? I'm supposed to be able to pick this
after
up.
Kratos opened Pandora's box, it made both Zeus and the rest of the gods even crazier.
Yeah.
So it's like this idea that at the end of the day, Kratos. Again, the whole thing is that you can't really fight fate. It's gonna happen eventually. So like the best thing, anytime Kratos does try to fight it, it just like ends up with more suffering. And what I liked about like the original Dad of Boy, I know you and Sauron don't like it. I still defended it even though they didn't like it. But here's what I'm saying, and I understand it. But like my whole thing is like I kind of like the idea that Kratos knew that fate, that his fate, that they clearly didn't retcon it, right? They clearly didn't. It was just the bearded guy that was clearly Kratos. Oh, that's not Kratos. It's just some random bearded guy, and it turns out that was a fuck off. But like I like the idea, and I know people said like, oh, if Kratos died, the series. I get it. I'm not like.
Like, the only way I would be cool with them killing Kratos off is if it was the very last game and they just, like, we're never bringing this back. Because that's kind of what 3 did, even though 3, they did the post-credit thing where it's like, oh, he's not actually dead. Which, in my opinion, he probably should have just stayed dead.
But, like, my thing is, like, I get it, but, like, one of the reasons I liked it is because, like, at the end of the day, like I said, the whole point of God of War, once you think about it, is that you can't really fight fate. You can't fight your nature. You can't fight what you're going to become. You can't fight what you're going to do. It like whatever your fate is, it's inevitable. You know, I kind of like that idea of the God of War games.
How could they not recognize the white and red skin and kill him?
Yeah. But like. One of the reasons I like the ending of that, where they reveal that, Atreus is Loki, and then they revealed, like, the murals and showed eventually what's going to happen, is I liked it because they made it, because I thought it was going to be, okay, Kratos has accepted that his fate is gonna die, he's gonna die, and Atreus is gonna be on his own. And because and again, like I said, if you know anything about Norse mythology, Atreus being Loki's real name, and him being the father of Kratos.
You mean being the son of Kratos?
Sorry, the son of. You know what
I mean. Hey, Bishop, what's up, man?
What made that cool was, if you knew anything about Norse mythology, you know that Loki took a lot. Kratos and Loki have a lot in common. If you look at their mythologies.
Yeah,
so
my whole.
If you knew anything about that, like, it was like, okay, this eventually, the best thing Kratos can do is just prepare his son for the worst.
Yeah.
And that's all he can do at this point. And it's kind of a bittersweet ending because of that. You're like, this is going to end in tragedy, but you're holding out for hope that somehow, at least prepare enough to when it does happen, he will be quote unquote ready for it when it happens. But the problem is that Ragnarok kind of just threw the whole Loki twist out the window. He doesn't act like Loki in the slightest.
And
he acts nothing like Loki.
My whole thing with 4.
Why would you put this in the game if he acts nothing like Loki?
My whole thing with 4 is like, yeah, the story can be good, but it's like the gameplay is just fucking boring.
That's fine. Like I said, man, I get it. I think it's fine. I understand people not liking it. That is a perfectly valid opinion. I'm just stating I liked the story, and I was interested in seeing where it went. And I'm gonna say it right now: Ragnarok was such a massive disappointment from a story department. I'm like, why would you build all of this up just to say, "Oh no, fuck you"? No, none of this is happening. None of what we built up is happening.
Like, I got to the end of the game, and I was thinking, like, man, Baldur is such a disappointing final boss, because it's like, his fight was really nothing. Like, I was like, the cool part was like, oh, Jormungandr shows up and does, like, 2 seconds of cool shit. And then it's like, fight's over. It's like, this is the final boss? Really? This little scrawny dude? Really? Like, Like, he was cool as the first boss, but
My mother's doing a lot better.
that is good.
Oh, I was glad to hear that, dude.
Yeah.
Good to hear that, bro.
Okay, those trials and fails, but this summer coming up free.
Yeah, like,
Boy.
and again, you could have had something interesting, because if you know anything about Norse mythology, you know that Baldur technically comes back.
Yeah, he's supposed to die and come back.
Yeah, he's Viking Jesus.
Yeah.
Baldur is Viking Jesus. But God of War used to be an action game, then they didn't allow.
Yep, but I'm gonna say this about God before. My biggest problem, and it was the thing I was the most afraid of when after like the initial hype day down the first reveal trailer, was that okay? This looks like it's gonna be slower. This looks like this is gonna be. I was like, are they gonna try and Dark Souls this shit? And it's like, I don't have a problem with Dark Souls gameplay in a vacuum, but it's like, that's not God of War at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I played the game, and it's like, oh look, they tried to make it God of War.
You mean Dark Souls?
Dark Souls, I'm sorry. Oh look, they tried to make it Dark Souls. And it's like, the equipment system was just baffling to me. It's like, okay, why is there a fucking loot system here? I was like, you realize Kratos was a dude who walked around with no shirt on fighting like giant minotaurs and shit. Why does he need armor now?
My whole thing is, all you had to do to fix this up is the attack upgrade system was fine. I like that.
Did I
and
scare
make it
you?
more like the class and make it more like the classic
did.
games, but you can because I think the axe weapon is, I don't care what the axe weapon is pretty fucking cool.
It's
I just think you
cool.
should probably switch the gameplay.
You're here to
for
find
it, though.
Mary,
You can't just, like,
aren't you, James?
can't just like I don't need
Well,
the soul.
have
for
you?
it, you know? And I get
No.
it. I get what they're
Is that
trying
why
to
you're
do.
here
And I
too?
understand why people don't like it.
She's here, isn't she? If you know
It
where
also
she
falls
is,
into that trap
tell
that a
me.
lot of games do this, where it's like they think, because I feel like what happened with the game industry, you know, you had those pricks that were like,
But
oh,
she
gaming's
said it
not
in her
art,
letter.
and instead of basically
What
just telling them
letter?
to fuck off and just keep doing what made gaming,
Wanna
people
read it?
were like, oh no, we're gonna make it
Is that
artsy and stuff, we're gonna make it mature, and
Well,
Rachel.
like the Western
She was our
interpretation
nurse.
of
I took it from her
mature,
locker.
to me, like the way a lot of the people do it now is they think, let's just take everything that's fun in this and let's do less of that. Let's not have any fun with it at all because that's mature. It's like what a teenager thinks is mature. You know, when a teenager tries to act adult and it goes back around to them being immature. That's kind of how I feel like a lot of that is. And at God of War 4, it's like, okay, we have no cool kill sequences because all the finishing moves are so quick and just boring to look at. Not even any ounce of fun in them. You have these, we have these single take cutscenes of all this stuff. I'm like, okay, who gives a shit? The gameplay is watered down as fuck. And honestly, it's like, almost every enemy in this game is like, why is almost every enemy feel like a dude in armor? With the exception like the werewolves. And like the trolls are just reused with the exception of the one in the Underworld, which is actually fun. Because that's a teleport move. But it's like, we got the same reused bosses that aren't even fun to fight after the first time. The dragon was kind of cool, even though it did feel way too scripted at points. The first fight with Baldur was fine. I thought that was good. The final fight with him was just kind of like, I was like, this is it? I was like, this is it? Like, goddamn, I was hoping we'd get Thor or something. Fuck.
It didn't work for Darksiders 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Darksiders 3, as much as I was excited for that game, I played that and I was like, why is this game trying to be Souls when the other games were like God of War, the old ones? And also Darksiders 3, it didn't even do the Souls formula good because the final boss is straight up horseshit. Because they do attacks together that are impossible for you to dodge.
I also again Darksiders 3, because I actually followed like the lore, like the actual story of the Darksiders game.
Yeah, I fucking love Darksiders.
Like, I read the comics and shit like
I've
that.
read the book too. I think there's like one book that I've read it. It was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but like then they completely changed Fury's personality.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Like to me, I was like, how is
and
she
then,
the Horseman
like-
of Fury? Because she doesn't even seem angry half the time. Like she seems kind of chill.
And I know this sounds like it's like call me a Coomer or whatever, but I'm sorry, I don't like her new design. Like I like the kind again. I kind of like because you put her right next to Death and War. These guys are like
She looks out of
dripped the
place
fuck out.
next to them.
They dripped the fuck out. Joe Madureira went all in with the designs for these characters. But again, in her comic appearance, it's very let's say, and you know, it had a ton of personality and stuff like that or whatever. But the new one is just like, oh, it's just basic ass armor, and it's just boring.
Yeah.
But why is this so boring? Why are games so boring?
Yeah, no one. Again, and I'm gonna harken back to this. It's because people are overcompensating, trying to be ultra mature, but they get maturity wrong. They think that maturity means like we have to suck all the fun out of it. Anything that could be remotely seen as juvenile has to be removed, and it's like that's not mature. That's just sucking the fun out of it.
In my opinion, I think the big thing is like, oh, we have to, and I've said this about like animation too, like. Maybe you should stop focusing on trying to get the attention from people who dismiss your entire medium.
Yeah, that's what gaming's problem is right now.
Maybe try not because Gendy. I don't know if you know this is Gendy Tartakovsky. You know who that is? He is the creator.
Yeah, I know the guy about Samurai Jack, right?
Samurai Jack, Dexter's Lab, Hotel Transylvania. Unicorn Warriors Eternal Primal. The guy is a legend.
Yep. To
say the least. The guy is a fucking legend. Absolute legend. Gendy Tartakovsky is an absolute fucking legend without a doubt. And I don't remember where I heard this from, but this might even be a rumor actually. But apparently, like, when he was working at Hotel Transylvania, someone came up to him and asked, hey, you want to start making real movies eventually? And he took that as an insult. And I'm like, this is what I mean by, I feel like people shouldn't try to, like, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Ezzy, and I agree to some extent, but, like, I think it's mostly stemming from the fact that these people who make this shit don't really want to make games. Don't really want to make games. They want to make movies. They want to appeal to people who like Citizen Kane and all that. And there's nothing wrong with Citizen Kane. It's a good movie, but like at the same time, not every movie has to be Citizen Kane.
Yeah. And
I think people need to realize that because, like, at the end of the day, like you could say, like.
And I'll be honest, a lot of those movies that people like, artsy movies, like they are boring as shit. Like I'm in love with you. Some of them are just boring as fuck. I'm like, can something fucking happen, please? Like, yes, you can have these well-filmed shots, but like, can something interesting happen?
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun to get the Gendy Popeye movie. But the main thing is, I think what they're aiming for is more of this air of prestige.
Yeah.
Rather than, like, 'cause there's the thing, like, a good example is, like, what's a good example? When people go out of their way to claim that, because the same argument you hear for video games, like, oh, video games aren't art, or video games need to be like The Last of Us, or again, it's like, or
yeah, this is part of the reason why I can't stand Last of Us. It seems like a lot of games like, oh, that did super well. It's copy, and it's like, promise Last of Us. It's like, Last of Us is kind of an overrated game. Like, I'm sorry, like fight me on this. Like, I was bored out of my mind.
The Last of Us is an extended episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, like, if it's like, have you not watched any fucking zombie? Like, everyone who plays again, like, have you watched any zombie show ever?
Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it is an extended, mediocre episode of The Walking Dead. That is what The Last of Us is. I'm sorry, and that doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean you're bad. It doesn't mean you can't like it.
Like, you can like it, but it's just like
that is what The Last of Us is.
That was more of an interactive movie than a game. Exactly, and that's exactly what they were kind of doing with God of War 4. And that's why I was like, and that where I got to the dark elf boss, and I was realized like I'm not actually having fun playing this. Like it got so bad. I actually went back, dug up my PS2, put in my copy of God of War 1. And I was like, is this game as fun? Is it just I'm just being blinded by nostalgia? Is this game is God of War 1 really God of War games really as fun as I remember them being? And I was like, you know what? This is still fun. Like, what the fuck? We are 20 years later, and it's like, why is this 20-year-old game more fun?
My whole thing is, I think the main thing is because you're seeing a lot of this. You're seeing a lot of this now. Like you're seeing it like with Ghost of Tsushima and God of War, where it's like, yeah, we got to make live action shows of this for people. Like,
it's like with comics. Like a lot of comics, they make comics to try and pitch them to Netflix, and it's like. You got to actually make a good comic first. You're making content. You're making this game. Basically, what you're doing is a stepping stone for you. You're making this content because at the end of the day, you want this content to appeal to people who don't like your content, who don't like this form of content. Yeah.
Essentially. So, like when you see like a good example is like when Alan Moore said like, oh yeah, people are never going to take comic books seriously. People are never going to take comic books seriously. They're never going to see them or whatever. And
my whole thing is, why do you need people to take you seriously? Like, are there people that enjoy what you do? If the answer is yes, and they're actually buying your shit, then it's like, why the fuck do you care if some critic over here takes you seriously or not? Like, what the fuck do you care?
My whole thing is like, why are you? What?
Like you just sound insecure at that point.
It's not even that. It's like, why are you so adamant on? People are already dismissing comic books. They're already dismissing animation. They're already dismissing video games. Why are you trying so hard to try to make a video game that's trying to appeal to people who are dismissive of the medium altogether? That's just silly.
Yeah.
That's just kind of silly. That's why I promised myself, like, when Callous Master gets done, if there's ever going to action, it's going to be animated. I make that very clear. I do not want a live action Callous Master. Period. It will be animated. Nothing else. I will accept nothing else.
There's a reason why people.
But here's also the thing. Like, here's the thing. People are like, oh well, it's made for kids or it's dumb or whatever. But here's the thing. Everyone knows who Bugs Bunny is. Because everyone kind of grew up with Bugs Bunny. He's an icon. He's a memorable character. But you always dismiss an animation. Everyone knows who Batman is.
Everyone knows who Mickey Mouse is.
Everyone knows who Mickey Mouse is. Everyone knows who Batman is. Everyone knows who Darth Vader is. Everyone knows who Mario and Sonic are. People know who these characters are. So you can't sit here and claim that they don't leave an impact on people. And I think that's ultimately, in my opinion, that's the definition of what an artist actually is. An artist is somebody who creates something that leaves an impact on you. And I think that, again, you have characters like Mario, Sonic, Darth Vader. You got characters like Kratos, the original Kratos originally. And I'm not saying you can't do anything new or different with Kratos, but you have Kratos originally. People know who Kratos is. People know who God of War is. God of War is one of the most recognizable franchises in gaming history, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But you can't sit here and claim that, oh yeah, God of War is just now being taken seriously because it feels more like a movie than, like a video game.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a tangent.
Everyone was...
That rhetoric pissed me the fuck off. There was all these people trying to, oh, God of War is finally deep and mature. And I'm like, motherfucker, did you play the original game? The first game literally opens up with Kratos straight up committing suicide. Like, if Athena didn't just say, like, he would have died right there because he was tormented by nightmares of him killing his own family because he was tricked by Ares and all that. And I'm like, how is that? Is that not mature to you people? Like, dude, literally just Kratos at the end of the first game, and I kind of relate to this more now. He just wanted to fucking sleep. Like, he just wanted to be able to sleep at night. And I'm like, that's kind of relatable.
But here's the thing, like, I think a reason for that is people forget that, God of War takes place in Greek. And you know what the Greeks were known for in their stories? Tragedies.
Yeah, he was a Greek tragedy. Yeah.
For a reason.
You could say tragic hero, arguably tragic villain, depending on like which game you're talking about.
And of course, like any great Greek story, it starts with Zeus putting his dick in something
He shouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, Alan Moore doesn't get why people love Rorschach. Yeah, because Alan Moore is which is funny because because once you think about it, V for Vendetta is basically Rorschach, except the leftist.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta is leftist Rorschach.
Yeah.
The only difference is like Moore wants people to identify with V, and I'm like, okay, fine. You understand why people identify with V. Why can't you get why people identify with Rorschach when they're essentially the same?
Because
character?
the right wingers, all those dirty right wingers. I'm so fucking
Kratos
sick.
and James both cheated on.
Did Kratos cheat on his wife? Canonically cheat on his wife? I don't know if he did. He probably did, but I don't know if he actually. It wouldn't shock me if he did, but like, actually, no, it would. It would. It would.
If he was a Greek, okay. The creator said, I know this is like, supplementary material. The creator said that even though Kratos slept with a lot of women, he only loved his wife, which I don't know.
To me, like that depends on how you want to spin that, because like he fucked women after she died. Of course, I mean we know that. But like the question is, was he cheating on her when she was alive? Because I mean I don't think it's cheating if she's dead. Like I know that's kind of dark. I was like, it's not cheating if your wife is dead.
How much of a bastard Zeus is in the trilogy.
Yeah, he's a bastard.
And again, another part about it that I really don't like about Ragnarok was they tried to make like Odin sympathetic near the end. I'm like, no, you built him up as an evil, manipulative bastard, but now you suddenly want to show new. It's like it is again like borderline Last of Us 2, where it's like you want me to feel bad for this character when I just don't.
They almost
like his motivation is stupid, his reasoning is stupid, and honest to God, like, everything about, like, his goal of, like, again, figuring out what's beyond the veil of space and time is kind of boring. I'm sorry, that is just such a boring motivation for a character who's supposed to be, again, a god of all. You had a plot right there, literally right there. He is so obsessed with keeping power and making sure that everything goes properly, and he knows everything, he gets everything right, that the thought of Ragnarok, where his world ends, terrifies him, so he becomes paranoid. That's all you had to
You know what would be an easy
do.
fix if you wanted to keep him with the whole seeing like beyond the veil thing? Is like he was trying to see if that was a way to get away from Ragnarok. He was like, oh, I don't care, my world dies as long as I'm alive, kind of motivation.
Like
I don't give a shit about y'all.
Like one third into the game, they explicitly say, "Oh yeah, the actual like the famous story of Ragnarok. Baldur dies and comes back, and Fenrir kills Odin, and and Jormungandr and Thor mutually kill each other, and Surtur kills
I forgot who
Freya's
Surtur
brother.
killed.
Which is funny because that actually does happen in the game, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense. But hey, we gotta have some semblance of actual Ragnarok go on. But besides that, they said, "Oh yeah, all of that was fake. It was a fake prophecy. The actual Ragnarok is nothing like that." And I'm like, okay, so Odin shouldn't be worried because that was a fake prophecy. So, like, that's what I mean. Nobody seems to care that Ragnarok is happening. Ragnarok just kind of happens, and everyone's just kind of cool with it. That's just bad. I'm sorry. Why would you build up WrestleMania just for like to have it air on a random Tuesday? Like, oh yeah, that was WrestleMania.
Because it subverts expectations. You expected Ragnarok. You expected Ragnarok, but we didn't do that. See, it's clever, right? We subverted everything. That's what you want. That's what you actually want, right? Right? Fuck off.
I wanted to see Thor fight Jormungandr. I didn't want it to be like a background event that took 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like fuck off, right? Fuck off, writers. I think I like that DMC5 is a middle finger to the games. The thing about DMC5 is it is fan service in like the most positive sense of the phrase, because it's like they play homage to so much shit in in previous entries, even acknowledge shit from like the manga and like I think like the prequel novels and shit, and it's like
I think there was even like when like Dante picked up the phone, it was like a girl talking to him.
yeah, it was
like,
Peggy from
she was like girl from the.
was it Peggy or Patty? I forget her name. Yeah, it was a girl from the anime, the early 2000s anime. It was her. They even referenced Dante's original name back when Devil May Cry was supposed to be a Resident Evil game. He was called Tony Redgrave. They kind of reworked that in the lore. It's like that's the name he went by after his parents died.
Yeah.
And they actually referenced it in the game, and I was like, oh, they actually referenced the Tony Redgrave thing. That's pretty cool.
I don't like the more, and I don't dig the more like again realistic face of these characters. I like how DMC4 looked personally.
Yeah, I don't like Nero's design in 5. Like I get they wanted to make him not look like Dante as much because he did look a little too much like Dante in 4. But I was like, I kind of don't like his DMC5 look. It looks too much like the reboot Dante, the El Dante as people call him. Dante.
DMC5 took stuff from the reboot.
It did because Itsuno had input on the reboot after like the initial after like the initial release of the trailer where he was super emo. They were like, Capcom finally was okay, let's walk that shit back a little bit. And Itsuno was like, all right, let me try and salvage this bullshit. And he tried.
I think there's like a skin. I think there's like a skin in the game that references a devil.
Yeah, there is where like
cry.
Yeah, there's a reference for like the Dante. They have him with like black hair and like a black and red jacket that references the reboot.
Also, wasn't the hat like a direct joke to the gay cowboy thing?
I think it was because it is a cowboy hat and he starts doing Michael Jackson shit, which had me dying laughing. Yeah. It had me dying laughing. I was like, ain't no way Dante is pulling a moonwalk right now. The only thing I wish is like I wish that was a move in the game where you could just moonwalk on enemies. Like I wish that was actually something you could do because it would be in character as fuck.
And Nutman, you expected. I'm sorry, Nutman. I'm gonna hijack your joke here. You expected quality, ha! We made it shit. Clever.
I think Nero's 5 look was also not.
It was me, Dio.
Yeah. To Skull Media, honestly, yeah, he kind of reminds me of the dude from Scalebound. And one thing that I liked about the trailer for Scalebound, I love how they handled the music because you're in a fantasy world, but the character has headphones. When he puts the headphone near his ear, the battle music starts playing, and it's like synths and stuff. So it's like, okay, he's listening to music from our world as he's whooping their asses, and it's like that's cool.
Devil May Crap.
Devil May Crap, yeah, that was.
Speaking of which, the new anime coming up at
that looks like dog shit. That looks like dog shit.
One thing I found weird is why would you get Johnny Young Bosch to play Dante?
Probably because of what Ruben, the voice actor for Dante, had like said about like COVID and stuff. Because that was like a conference where like Capcom didn't want him to.
Laura, how old are you?
I know they kicked him off of Street Fighter.
Yeah, they kicked him off Street Fighter, but Itsuno was like fighting them on that.
Mary couldn't have died.
Yeah, I think like the creator of DMC was Devil May Cry was like, no, he's staying.
Could she
He's
really
staying.
be here?
I don't care. I don't care what kind of commie
beautiful place she was talking about.
Bullshit. The motherfucker is Dante.
He's Dante. And the thing that I have a problem with having Johnny Young Bosch as Dante is that like if this show ever brings in Nero,
that's why
I don't think it is because
Nero's voice actor.
I don't think it is because the show seems to be following like the prequel manga for Devil May Cry 3.
Laura,
Like referencing that.
Monkey Media.
Laura!
Yeah, I think they fired him for playing Ken.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They fired him because like some stuff.
I think it was some stuff about like COVID or like the vax or something.
And I think it was also something about I don't have proof of it. I think he said some like pro Republican shit. I don't know.
I know it was something about COVID. I remember hearing something COVID related that Capcom. Oh, actually, me switch shot.
I gotta ask you a question because you're a bigger DMC nerd than I am. I'm casual, very casual, borderline illiterate about it. But like, do you like Nero? Do you think he's too fan fictiony, or
honestly, when I first like people, I didn't even know people hated Nero until like years after, like a year or so after I played Devil May Cry 4. I was like, wait, people actually hate this character? Nero's awesome. I liked him. My only complaint was, yeah, he was maybe a little too much like Dante, but I also realized that made sense because considering you're playing half the game as Nero.
I mean, here's the thing. They, Capcom, they really, really want Nero to be the new main character. Like, they clearly want him to be. They clearly want to pass the torch.
I'm actually fine with that, like, because we think about it, like, Dante already, by, 4, he was... The only reason the villain even remotely got close to completing his plan in Devil May Cry 4 is because Dante was just kind of dragging his feet and kind of was, letting Nero kind of deal with it, but then when Nero fucked up and got absorbed into the savior, then Dante's like, oh fuck, I actually have to try now. And then and Dante was not even phased by the savior at all. He's just like, I'm just gonna the only part that he got tripped up on was oh, the exterior is pretty much indestructible. It's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna shove Yamato through its chest and then yell at Nero to wake up and kill it from the inside. Well, I just stand out here and just basically hold it off. Yeah, Devil May Cry 4 Dante's a fucking troll. He's a fucking troll. He was trolling Nero the whole game.
From what I can tell in DMC5, it looks like Dante's just tired, man. He's just so fucking tired. He's like, man, I'm kind of just tired, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Trump inviting Dante's voice actor, that would be funny.
Especially if he was in character the whole time too. That would be fucking hilarious. He just shows up because Ruben's not only the voice, he's actually the mocap actor too.
Yeah, I know that much too.
So yeah, to say he is Dante is just beyond accurate. And I think he even played Dante in some of the live action commercials too. So it's that aired in Japan. So it's yeah, Ruben is Dante. You're not getting around that. Just like James Earl Jones is Darth Vader. You're not. Crazy Uncle Dante spotted. Yeah, that's probably what the Crazy Uncle Dante spotted.
Or again, maybe a controversial opinion, not controversial, but Democrats make Trump so big.
They're gonna Trump. That'd be fucking funny.
I wouldn't say controversial. Like I said, the definitive voice of Sonic is Jason Griffith. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was kind of... Part of me was kind of hoping with the Shadow thing. I was like, I think they get Jason Griffith back just for Shadow. That would be fucking awesome. But it's they didn't. They didn't. I was like, oh man.
It's weird because I think they got Keanu Reeves for a skin of Shadow.
Yeah, they did because there's a little bit where you play a scene that's supposed to reference the movie or something, which is pretty cool. And I think the explanation is it's the game universe Shadow's mind getting isekai into the movie version. I think that's the explanation they're going with. It's kind of weird.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already established Sonic, which is kind of dumb because at first, because Generations made it very clear. Oh, this is just Sonic from a different time.
Yeah, this is just younger him.
Back from the past, younger him. But then Sonic Forces came out. It's oh yeah, no, it's a different universe. It's a multiverse now.
Yeah, it's a retcon.
Fuck you. He voices a movie Shadow, which is cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people were memeing somehow they should get Hayden Christensen the voice, and I was like, I actually would be 100% down for that. Hayden is Shadow, but I think Keanu works.
That was more of a rumor than anything. They were oh, well, they said Hayden Christensen, which I would have liked.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Christensen isn't even a bad actor. He's not a bad actor.
You know, it's one thing I noticed. A lot of people talk about how Hayden's voice, they don't like Hayden's voice, but the thing I noticed is he's trying to imitate James Earl Jones' mannerisms as Vader. Someone play their audio side by side, and you notice his cadence is very similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's he's trying to He's trying to make him sound like...
The reason it sounds awkward, is simply because James Earl Jones kind of had I wouldn't say a British accent, but it's very distinct. You know?
Yeah, he has a very distinct voice, so it's like trying to...
Yeah.
Also, James got that bass in his voice. Like, I'm not trying to diss Hayden. James got that bass in his voice, bro.
Rest in peace, James Earl
Yeah,
Jones,
rest in
man.
peace. DMC6 should pull a Street Fighter 6, have a campaign mode where you play as one of the orphans for Fortuna, create a character to be betrayed by Nero. You know what? If you asked me to pitch what Devil May Cry 6 would be, it would be Nero as the main character, Nero as like you play most of the game as Nero, but Virgil is also there. And like the game would be Virgil and Nero kind of trying to bond. I say trying because it's Virgil. Like, good luck. And like, even though Virgil's kind of already OP, I was thinking like since Dante gets his own
You know what would be funny?
weapon named after him,
funny?
Virgil
Nero
gets his own.
Nero would just be blunt and say, "Hey, this is my mom," and then Virgil just bites his lip like.
Yeah, that could be like a running thing the entire game. Like Virgil, Nero keeps wanting to like, who is my mom? And Virgil just doesn't answer the question until like towards the end, and then Virgil goes, "Do you really want to know who your mom is?" Although honestly, with the way that DMC6 ended, it sounds like there's an implication that Virgil 100% tends to fight Nero again. So, like, that could be part of the game where, like, Virgil shows up and, I guess, kicks the shit out of Nero. The fuck? Oh, that fell over. I don't care about that. Like, Virgil kicks the shit out of Nero or something. Or, like, not in an antagonistic way, but, like, a just, typical anime rival.
Virgil's like, let's just say your mom pulled my devil trigger. Dad!
I remember I was talking to a friend about, we were making a joke talking about like how like the difference between Dante and Virgil. I was like Dante would play on consoles and Virgil would shame him for playing shooter games with a controller and would mock him for it. But then Virgil would notice like when he's playing on a PC, like the frame rate dips like one frame below like 144 frames, and he's calling Newegg talking about I need more power because he has to have like a super tricked out PC. For no reason.
His PC is like, probably sounds like a Hummer. That's probably what it sounds like.
It's like water cooled.
Or near also Trump. And I also invited Jason Griffith, very talented guy, the best voice of Sonic.
Yeah.
There's no one who I've talked to everyone else. Roger Craig Smith and Ryan. I tried, and they just weren't as good. He is the Sonic from your childhood, Jason Griffith, very talented guy.
Like Roger Craig Smith, like I don't hate Roger's voice, but it's like, yeah, if you give me Jason, I'm picking Jason.
It just doesn't fit Sonic. I'm sorry, and I like Roger Craig Smith. I think he's a good voice actor. I just
Virgil's a top tier PC, sits on a lawn chair, yeah. And we were joking like, what kind of snacks do you think each person would have? And it's like Dante would have pizza and beer. Virgil would have his Mirage clones pouring him tea, and like he'd have like a fucking scone while he's playing a game. He's playing like a grand strategy game or something.
No.
Like the hardest difficulty.
I think Virgil would be a sushi man.
He would. I can 100%. He would be preparing the sushi. Let's be real. Like he wouldn't even get it from like a sushi joint. He'd get the raw fish himself and just prepare it.
Yeah.
And everybody be looking at him like, damn. Okay, that's locked. Also, I feel like Virgil would be the financially responsible brother and would probably look at Dante's expenses for a month and just call him out on it.
No, here's the thing. I don't think Virgil would be that way because I don't think Virgil cares about money. I think Nero would be the responsible one when it comes to
Which is funny because he's brash as hell. Nero be like Uncle Dante, it feels weird calling you Uncle. We gotta talk about your spending habits, man. Like you're gonna fucking go broke. You're gonna get fucking evicted.
It's like, what do you mean go broke? There's no lights on. Have you noticed? It literally, and I kind of like that about Dante. They're not afraid to make him a fucking loser.
Yeah.
He's kind of a loser.
Part of me kind of feels like he's that
Like,
way because he
yeah.
just doesn't care.
I mean, yeah, but like he's just like, yeah. Virgil drinks G Fuel.
Nah, he drinks like ceremonial grade matcha green tea. That's what he drinks. What would Virgil's G Fuel flavor be anyway? I feel like it would just be power. Like devil power.
I don't like one. Pray to me a deity. A sniper. God. Hey. I'm a sharp shooter. Yes, hey. Overlonger distance with advantage. Hey.
Blue flavor. Dante taking this with his mom, so yeah, Trish is kind of weird. Trish is kind of
I
weird.
believe you've done this.
Trish is kind of weird. Like, it's like, man, we're getting into some... Like, they never actually outright say if Dante, like, is, like, feels that kind of way about Trish. I don't think he does, but it's like, if he did, it's like, we're getting into some Oedipus territory, bruh. We get into some Oedipus territory.
I saw the games or whatever. It doesn't seem like him and Trish, like, are like that. It is weird that they sent essentially a succubus that looks like his mom after him, which that's just fucking weird. But yeah, from what I can tell, they don't seem like they're into each other. They just seem like standard partners.
Yeah.
If
Virgil
anything,
drinks
like I said
power.
before, like, if anything, Dante and Lady seem to have more chemistry.
Yeah,
than
I
anything.
could buy them too. I mean, he literally Kabe Dons her in Devil May Cry 3 at one point. Dose. Okay, that's what it is.
He does what? Say it again?
You know what the Kabe Don thing is? Like when you basically pin somebody against the wall, like you put your hand against the wall, you're like leaning in close to him.
Oh yeah, that weave.
The weave shit, yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, he does that to Lady in Devil May Cry 3, and I didn't even notice it's not replayed. It's like I was like, the man's just Kabe Don this broad with all these guns. I'm like, bruh is bold as fuck. To be fair, especially if she tried to kill you like 3 different times, dude. Like you really wanna do that?
I'm
Like,
surprised if Dante didn't drink Mountain Dew, honestly.
honestly, it would shock me if he didn't. I'd be like, I'd look at him like, no fucking way, dude. I'd look at him like, no fucking way, dude. You drinking some Mountain Dew. You want something. Okay, so I got the Cinderella box. I have no... Employee elevator, okay. Drinks Mountain Dew Cold Red. Yeah, he probably does. Okay, is there an elevator on this side? Oh, no, it's the other one. Okay. Not to get too shippy, but V, and lady hit that awkward 5. That could have been V. Feeling bad for what happened at 3. That would be funny as shit. Like, can you imagine Virgil? I don't picture Virgil being the type to actually apologize for something that he did. It would just be like, you would just be like, Nero would be like, you cut off my arm. Virgil would be like, and? Virgil would just say, nigga, and? It's like, was there something else you wanted to add to that? And Nero's like, you don't think you should apologize today? He's like, no. Virgil's just like, you want an apology? You expect an apology? No. It's like, but you cut off my arm. You don't feel remorseful about cutting your son's arm off? Virgil just doesn't answer the question. Virgil's just like, does not care and is walking away.
He's like, are you surprised? Are you even surprised at this point? Are you gonna pretend to be surprised about this?
Now, I feel like Dante would just tell him, he was like, Nero, he's not gonna apologize. Virgil never apologizes. Like, he does. That's a foreign concept to him. You know, Uncle Dante, when are you gonna ask Lady out? She isn't getting any younger. I feel like Nero's more likely to have a kid than Dante is at this point. V is basically what if Virgil was Dante, like he's dorky goth dad. Virgil versus Peter Griffin on who's the worst dad. I mean, actually, you know what? I take that back. I mean, Virgil did cut off. To be fair, he didn't know Nero was his kid at that point. I don't think the way it's portrayed doesn't seem like he knew who.
I think he had a suspicion. But ultimately didn't care.
Because he seems kind of like mildly surprised when Dante says you cut off your son's arm for this, and Virgil actually stops 5 seconds and goes, Nero is my son, and Dante's like, you don't remember having a kid? And Virgil's like, that was a long time ago. So it's like, I feel like he kind of maybe didn't know.
You're telling me you didn't even use a condom?
Someone actually made a funny meme, and I almost want to go find it because I think I have it on my phone, where Virgil's bragging, talking about he lasts longer than Dante, and Dante's like, "How do you know that?" Virgil goes, "Irrelevant," and he goes, "Use protect." Dante goes, "Use protection, right?" Virgil's like, "Use what now?" And then like Dante's like, "My pullout game is better than yours," and then it shows the clip from when Virgil goes, "What sort of power is this?" And it's just like, damn.
Wait a minute, is he? Wait, is he actually on here? Hang on.
Who? Okay,
Hang on 1 second, let me see here.
I forget which elevator I need to go to. There's a specific one this key works on. I don't remember which one it is, and I'm going the wrong way again. It's like the time I cut off Chris's arm, Lois. Then Lois just yells, "Peter!" Okay, this one doesn't work. Where am I supposed to go now?
Okay, more bullshit going on in the Middle East. Okay, that's fun. Is he actually? Is he on?
Is who?
Oh, Trump is on Joe Rogan. Holy shit.
Yeah, they did they said they did like a 2-hour interview or something. How the fuck did I miss that?
Also, ERB's doing another presidential rap battle, which is gonna be embarrassing.
Ugh.
Because their last one was just an overglorified Biden endorsement, and it was cringe.
Of course it is. Can I not use the... I don't think I can use the key in here. There are special edition having implied that Virgil had a booty call with some random Fortuna lady in his campaign. He even has some nice say about the cultists at the end. Yeah, I know that's kind of the meme, like that one lady that turned around when Virgil walked past her when she was he was wearing a cloak. His Virgil's mom's like, yeah, she knew. She sensed his aura. She knew. She knew. She was like, I'm gonna get my back blown out by this nigga, and it's like apparently that was Nero's mom. Because I know like there was
yeah, that'd be great.
That would be funny as shit. Can I use the key here? No, not that one. Oh wait, I don't have the key for this. I thought the fish key was it. It's not. Okay, I gotta find the other elevator. Imagine being the guy who taught Trump how to work at McDonald's. That actually happened. Yeah, that was funny. That was some good trolling because, you know, what's her name? Kamala kept pretending, like, kept saying, oh, she worked at McDonald's. And it's like, no, she fucking didn't.
Well, she said, I worked at McDonald's a few months, and, like, McDonald's came forward and said, we have no record of that.
Yeah, they're like, you fucking didn't. Stop lying. And I remember some...
People were like, oh, but it was... We were like, oh, but it was staged. Like, yeah, it's a publicity stunt.
Of course it is. Like, are you stupid?
But like, here's the thing. That's not the point. The point is, like, Trump is so petty that he's like, oh, she claimed to work at McDonald's.
All right,
like,
bet. I might actually do it.
Yeah, it was only 15 minutes, but I've technically worked at McDonald's longer than Kamala's ever done.
Yeah, it's like, I bet.
Just to be that fucking petty. That's great.
Because they knew, and he knew the media would have a fucking meltdown over it.
Here's the thing about Trump. Like, I don't care how you feel about the guy, love him or hate him.
The man, I aspire to be that level of petty. I aspire to be that level of petty.
I'm sorry, you can love him or hate him, but Donald Trump is entertaining. That is why every time he does almost anything, it immediately becomes a meme because he's genuinely that entertaining.
Yeah.
What was that one remix where he said? They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
They're eating the dogs. And the remix sounded good. That's the
Yeah, the Freedom Tunes version animation with that had me dying laughing with the damn dog instead of dancing to it, and the Haitians with the knives and forks. I'm surprised.
Yeah, anti-woke dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said he should be like that. Should be like the official like mascot of Freedom Tunes, and I agree.
Yeah, the dog. Where's the part where James meets the female Daniel Larson in the fire? Don't call Angela Daniel Larson. Come on, Angela's been through enough. She's been through enough. Besides, this isn't Iron Jaw. Oh, that's right. I gotta remove all my weapons before I can use the elevator.
Trump credit for McDonald's. Yeah, like I said, like I'm not sitting here like trying to convince you that Trump's great or whatever. I'm just saying I think the guy's funny and I think he's entertaining, and I think that counts for something.
Wait, why can't I interact with the thing on the wall? I think I'm supposed to, right? Oh, do I have to do this first? Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do first.
Angie, just know that if I ever run for president, let it be known that I worked at rallies for at least a year. And I worked at Five Guys.
Hey, there you go. You got more.
So people can't claim that I'm lying.
I love the meme where it's like, hey, Trump's been shot, has multiple baby mamas as a felony. And it's like Trump is more black than Kamala.
He said like, hey, no, he's been shot at, grew up in New York, has multiple baby mamas, has felonies, convictions, been shot at. This man is more black than Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronald McDonald was at my rally. Great guy, Ronnie. Great guy.
What? I have to take the ammo out too, really?
There is an old Trump commercial when he's with Grimace, and I guarantee you more people. I'm gonna see if there's any like recent comments.
I saw like a meme where it's like him, it's from like someone keyed when he was on WWE beating the shit out of someone, but they changed it to the Hamburglar. And I was like, okay, that one's funny. Jack Kamala getting humiliated on Fox News. Yeah. Like the funny thing to me is I saw because somebody I know was watching shit. This one like bread tube channel that was just meat riding Kamala so hard, and talking about how well she did in the Fox News interview. And I'm like, you didn't play a single fucking clip of it for a reason. It was bad. It's like you're telling me this she did amazing in this interview. It's like you're not playing a single clip from it.
That tells me everything I need to know.
And I know it's not. And I'm like, and I know it's not because you're afraid of a copyright strike. Because I watched another channel that played clips and like gave commentary over them, and it's like they didn't get struck down. So it's also like
another funny.
So you're just meat riding.
Another funny thing is like even CNN can't defend some of the bullshit that's going on. Like one time they said like oh yeah, Trump didn't Trump lost a bunch of jobs or whatever, right? I think it was industrial jobs or whatever. And it's like no, those reports are from during the COVID lockdowns where everyone lost their job. And
yeah.
Trump had multiple jobs under his administration. People say, which again, this is like something that's like love him or hate him. That's objectively true. Under Trump, we had record low unemployment. I don't know what else to tell you. People had jobs under Trump. Like it's just a fact.
This is what he was talking about. He might try to get rid of income tax. I'm like, bro, if he does that.
He will be the greatest president of all time. I'm sorry. I will admit that. I don't care. I will wear a MAGA hat to work if he does that. I will do it.
I'm like, do you?
God, I don't.
I was like, do you know how badly I get fucked over with income tax? Like every time it's payday, it's like, oh yeah, that's $500 off the paycheck. Fuck you. It's like, oh, because you're saying you're having the kids, that's $500 a paycheck. You got no deductibles. Fuck you. And I'm like, you didn't put in the work for that money. That's my money.
Eddie, guess what? I make all my money come from tips.
Yeah.
So I doubly get fucked over when I have to file my taxes.
Yeah, it's like you get.
Here's the thing, though. This is something they don't want to tell you. Federal income tax, that was meant to be temporary.
Yeah, it was.
It was never meant to be permanent. That was meant to be temporary.
But of course, the government was like,
just,
"Oh, we can bleed our citizens dry even more. Fuck it, let's just keep it rolling."
People were like, so when people were like, "Oh, we needed to like afford roads and houses and like roads and stuff like that," like no,
yeah, there's still potholes outside my.
It.
There's still potholes in my area that haven't been fixed in like 4 years.
There's 9 potholes on my way to work, dude. I'm not even exaggerating. There's 9 potholes on my way to work. No, it's not going to roads. People, like the government made roads and did all that bullshit well before the federal income tax.
Yeah.
Like it is literally just government greed. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's just going. Yeah, it's just going to. They're gonna send another like $4 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, that's what it's for. It's like, oh no, it's not for you. It's for Ukraine. Or for illegals who shouldn't be over here in the first fucking place.
I love your channel. Your gameplay walkthroughs are amazing. Genuinely, really great YouTuber. And his friend Slim, great guy. I love Slim. I really do.
That would be fucked. I don't know how to respond to that if that actually happened. I'd be like, bro, no fucking way. The street by my house looks like no man's land. It connects 2 schools. Yeah, it's a joke. Like it's a fucking joke.
Would you wear the hat if he shouted at your channel and it like blew up?
Yeah, yeah. Just because I know it would piss. Because I know it would piss so many people the fuck off if I actually did that. Oh, fuck. Excuse you, man. Sir or ma'am, whatever the fuck. That was rude. I mean, it's red. Yeah, it would be. It would be pretty in character. I'm kind of glad the game had restraint on the whole, yeah, you don't have weapons at this point and doesn't throw, like, Pyramid Head at you. And expect you to, like, juke Pyramid Head, because I'd be just kind of fucked. Would be pretty evil, though, but actually kind of scary, but it'd be also fucked. Hey, James, let me get a, is there a handle of Jack Daniels over there? Let me get some of that. Nope. Nope, I can't interact with the bar at all. That's a shame. Oh well. I even bought your books. That would be funny as shit.
I even bought your books, Edgy. Very good books. Tales of the EdgeWorlds is one of my favorites. And I cannot forget about Renegades. Absolute brilliant. Well, read it every night. Believe me.
Bro, I'd be like, there's no fucking way you read that every night, considering how long that shit is. Is there a Silent Hill 2 mod where it's just an army of Pyramid Heads as the only enemy? You know, with the PC port, that probably is. Because I know somebody did an Elden Ring mod where every enemy is Melania, and I'm like, do you just hate yourself?
I mean, if you want to kill yourself, you can just jump off a bridge.
Yeah, like if you're just a masochist, you could just get a whip.
Also, fun fact I found out about this. Apparently, Trump's a teetotaler.
A what?
He doesn't drink alcohol, apparently.
Yeah, I heard he doesn't like do any of that shit.
Yeah, apparently it's because like his brother was like a serious drug addict and alcoholic, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that."
Yeah, that makes sense. Eddie's book is long enough. I don't think it's that fucking long. Hold up. Now I'm about to look up what was the word count for the second one, because the second one is long. It's longer than the first one. Technically. I say technically because if you don't include the 2 short stories, it's actually not as long. Or about the same as the first one. Let me go find it. Does it tell me the word count here? Does it tell me the word count? Word count. Does it? Oh, it doesn't tell you the word count? Really? Fuck, it should.
Hey guys.
No, no. Amazon actually doesn't have the word count on there. Huh. Interesting. 700. Okay, it's 731 pages. So I guess whatever you convert that into.
Hey, did you see that meme I sent you?
Oh, you talking about the modern game? Well, yeah, I saw it. Modern games suck. Wait a minute. I only play games I actually like. Yeah, basically. James waits patiently. Yeah. Listen, pull out a Game Boy like Conquer. I mean, true. James like, man, can you hurry up with this shit? Okay.
Hey guys. You guys want to chill out with High Slim, or should I just chill out?
Okay, I know there's something I'm supposed to do with the light, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with it.
I don't have to get up in the morning, mind you.
I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, go right ahead. I mean,
I'm only gonna do it if the chat wants me to do it.
yeah, I mean, we could do a poll.
Chat.
Let's see, let me add a poll. Oh, wait, I should pause it because there's enemies in this room. Where's start a poll? Just so YouTube
man,
is.
I haven't played Conquer in years, man. That is a classic.
All right, we're gonna word it that way. Should Slim touch grass?
That's a fun way to put it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get in trouble with YouTube for wording it that way. Didn't come out like a BS claim that she and Biden fixing yeah. Yeah, she's made a lot of bullshit claims, man.
Now, to be fair, she is a politician.
About to say, that's kind of standard with politicians.
And all politicians are liars.
Yeah.
Even Trump lies.
Oh, yeah.
A good chunk of the time. He's more honest than your standard politician, but he still lies like a politician.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so I got the bar key. Still don't get why I needed the light for, though. Oh, was this because okay, I know one. Also, Slim, I realized something funny.
Ew.
And I don't know the answer to this. Does Renegades count as an isekai? Since, like, the human population ended up in another dimension, does that count as an isekai?
No, I think isekai has to pertain to just one person.
Yeah, like a select, like a small group of characters.
Yeah. And I think the whole point of it is supposed to be like a sudden jump into it. It's not like, oh, these people colonize this random dimension. That doesn't sound isekai to me. But these guys were like, oh, you're in this random fantasy world with established rules and characters already, and you're just thrown into the middle of the story. That's what I define isekai as.
Yeah. Because I was just because I had a stupid idea where it's like, what would if each of these characters were in D&D, what roles what classes would they pick? And then I realized, like, wait a minute, is my series already technically an isekai? Fish out of water, emphasis on singular fish. I mean,
the only somewhat honest politician I can think of, the closest, is probably Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean, Theodore Roosevelt just, like, straight up mocked the guy after he tried to assassinate him. Like, dude just started relentlessly mocking the guy. It's like, oh, you tried to kill me? I'm gonna make fun of you.
You're like, oh,
like, to your face.
Look,
like, to your face as you tried it.
Nah, man. Imagine being like, oh, man, look at this bitch-ass nigga.
Look at this bitch-ass motherfucker right here. Give him a round of applause for this bitch.
Samurai Jack is my favorite isekai. Doesn't count. I don't know if that counts.
I mean, it was technically the future, so I don't know if that counts. I don't know if getting yeeted to the future counts. I mean, if it counts, I mean, okay, I gotta remember what floor was the...
I mean, I consider Kappa Mikey an isekai. Let me think.
The new era is reincarnated as an energy penguin. You know, at one point that actually was gonna be a joke it actually was gonna be a thing in the lore where it was like, where it was kind of like that, where like a person got turned into a talking penguin, but then I was like, you know, that just keep it simple and just have it just be the talking penguin. It's dumb. Not dumb, but it's just weird. Taylor using a Ebonics sounds too fucking funny. Now he just starts sounding like CJ the Champ and just starts calling people bitches and stuff. Okay, James, it is not too dark for you to read the goddamn map. You were full of shit.
You know the best part. The best part about Trump going on Rogan.
What?
There's gonna be a lot of funny memes.
Probably. I don't even watch Joe Rogan. It's like, you know, that's probably a good idea. It's an easy kind of verse. Instead of traveling to an older period, you are traveling to a newer period in time. Again,
I mean, I'll count it as an isekai just for like the concept, I guess. But like, I don't know.
Because like the world is
guess,
very
like,
different, so I guess like, because like if isekai is literally just you getting yeeted to another world or like an unfamiliar place, then I guess Samurai Jack would count. Since it's so far in the future that it's like even if you knew, like, you know, like the rules of the world when, you know, it was your time, it's like it's completely different. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you took a guy from, like, feudal Japan and put him in today now, it's like, yeah, he's not gonna know what the fuck is going on.
Like, CWCville, get out.
Get out.
Get out now.
Out.
Now.
Out.
No, get out.
Yeah, there he priest
All right,
right there.
gang, I guess we're ascending tonight. Here we go.
Yeah, looks like 5 votes. Yeah, go touch some grass.
Also, I do need this. I've had a stressful week at work, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, we have so many people. We have so many people who quit. I've been like working like an ox, dude. It's
Oh,
crazy.
you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, good. We're in the room. We're back in the right room. Okay. Give me my guns. Give me all my shit. Thank you. Yeah, then you prehistoric penguin in your book. Those motherfuckers beside the grizzly. I don't know. Because like it's established that basically their entire planet got blown up like 20 something years before the story started. And like no one knows what happened or how. So they probably existed, but they're probably not a thing anymore. There are space orcas though. And I think Slim is dying over there. Yeah, he's dying.
Oh yeah.
Rip Bozo.
Firewater.
The time I was recording the Bimshin, it's real, but yeah, I know it's real, and I thought it was a shit post too until I looked and I was like, oh, this is a real thing. Someone actually made this.
And it's like actually like in a fucking big titty anime girl fantasy setting. It's great.
Yeah. I'm like, that's just fucking funny. Yeah, rip Bozo. Frieza goes on Joe Rogan. I know people have memed like Photoshop Frieza and Ruckus on Joe Rogan, and I'm like, bro, the internet would lose their goddamn minds if both of these people were on a podcast.
That would be the greatest. Like, we need to get like Frieza's voice actor and Rux's voice actor in on that at one point.
Yeah. Got reincarnated as a chair anime. That's a thing? A guy gets reincarnated as a chair?
Actually, there's an anime called I Got Reincarnated as a Puppy. And...
Wait, I think I know about that one. The girl gets really weird.
It's White Girl, the anime.
She's Asian, you racist piece of... No, I'm kidding. Playing front into something great.
I can't get that Sabrina Carpenter song out of my head.
Sweet. Huh? What's Sabrina Carpenter song?
It's the because
Right.
it's the espresso song.
Okay. She's Asian. I mean, she eats the dog. Oh no. I think I know what you're talking about because it's like the girl is like some crazy artist lady. And like the dude before he got turned into a dog was like a huge fan of hers or something. And it gets really fucking weird. That time I got reincarnated as a Twinkie. I remember I saw a manga where like a guy got reincarnated, you know, the ugly bastard trope.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy got deliberately asked to be isekai as a super virile horny ugly bastard, and it's literally just him going around rescuing princesses and then fucking the shit out of them. Like, that's the entire plot. I read like 5 minutes of this and I'm like, okay, that's the entire plot. Okay. Okay, he's like, well, the title was honest. Like, I'll give you credit. You went all, you understood the premise and you went all in on it. It's just not for me.
Man, I would love to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas again. That's a great game.
I remember watching a manga recap on a story about people's dogs becoming human and no one fucks them, but they think about it. That would be so weird.
I mean, here's the thing. That's an honest reaction, though. Like, I wouldn't do it, but I would think about it.
Like, that's something I was like, okay, yeah, like I say, I feel like the thought might prop into someone's head, especially if they just live by themselves. Their dog is like their only companion. I could maybe see someone like in that context, like thinking that. Still weird though. You're still weird, but
the memes are already coming out, dude.
Oh,
like,
no.
look at this.
Dear monkey, this is Frieza. I wrote you and you never called. I told you to call or your planet would be gone.
Oh no, because like Dragon Ball Super retconned the fuck out of that.
Oh,
you know how like in Dragon Ball Z, like Frieza destroys the planet of the Saiyans on conquest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be ironic because like Saiyans were conquerors and they were super prideful or whatever, but they got wiped out by Frieza.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball Super, the reason they get wiped out is because Frieza, instead of Frieza fearing the legendary Super Saiyan and destroying the Saiyans as a precaution or whatever, it's because Beerus wanted the most comfy pillow in the universe, and he told King Vegeta to go find it and bring it back to him. But here's the thing, King Vegeta wanted the pillow for himself, so he gave him the second comfiest pillow in the universe. And since he did that, he told Frieza to go destroy their planet.
Yeah, I think the original reason was better.
Yeah, like that's a pretty big fucking retcon.
Okay, let me see his Trummy. Look, Joe, you take a look at what's happening. Elrond is reaching over and he's kissing Galadriel. He's kissing his mother-in-law, Joe. These rings of power people are sick. I mean, they are. They are. I don't even know if that actually happens in the show. I don't even know if that actually happens in the show, but like, it wouldn't surprise me if it did.
It's over a pill. Yeah, the entire the most tragic and like eventful moment in Dragon Ball Z history.
Over a fucking pillow.
All over a pillow.
That's just.
Yeah, man, I don't like Super, by the way.
I remember I saw this clip because keep in mind I don't watch. I know a lot about Dragon Ball, even though I don't actually watch it. Just because I have friends that were into it, and I ever seen the clip where after Broly like chills the fuck out in Super, and the green alien chick that's like his friend or whatever, who's not gonna lie, The art of her is very nice. That's all I'm gonna say. Beerus kind of simps her for a second. Like, everyone's scared that Beerus is gonna just annihilate her, and then she's like, he looks at her and he's like, you know what? I like her. She can stay. Yeah, Chila or something like that. Chila, some shit like that.
Yeah. The green bitch. That's what I like to call her.
Yeah. The green bitch. Green tomboy. That's I was like, okay, the green tomboy.
Are you taping again?
She's a hot green. Yeah, she's hot. Yeah,
Come on.
agreed. Kind of like the anime Dog says, where the guy gets me cries and is taken by her. That's the one I was thinking of, Game of Thrones. That's the one I was thinking of, where like
So peaceful.
the girl's like a writer and she's kind of
You know what
crazy
I
and she
heard?
has scissors and
This
like.
whole area used to be a sacred place.
Imagine having a god tempt you, not just
I
a
think
god,
I
a
can
god of
see why.
destruction. And then you have to ask the
Too bad we
question:
have to
what
leave.
kind of destruction does
Please
he mean?
promise you'll take me again, James.
Like, is he the kind that's gonna destroy your ass or destroy a planet? Or both? I feel like Beerus's answer to that question is yes. And in that case, you may want to run. And James murders his wife.
Is this the bad ending?
No, this happens regardless of. This is why I like Sino too. This happens regardless of whatever ending you get. Because Downpour tried to do this thing where, like, oh no, what your character did depends on what ending you got. James wanted to fix her pillow. Yeah, he's just adjusting the pillow, guys. It's fine.
It's like I'm biting into a cloud.
That's a weird. Let's have a weird texture to it.
It's cheese puffs.
Oh.
The classic cheese puffs. You know, the one that are generic and not like Cheetos.
Yeah.
The classics. The classic.
Classics.
Classic. And so you know what we gotta do?
What?
Mary.
Oh, hang on, he's talking.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
About that.
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
You know?
Liar,
Even for,
that's a
being
lie.
As old as the game is, these graphics
No,
still hold up.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
they do. Granted, this is upscaled
She
to
died
like
because she was sick.
close to 4K because that's not widescreen, so it's not
No.
exactly 4K
I
resolution.
killed her.
Yeah, but even still, like it would look good in any resolution. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
And the thing, this isn't the PC part of the enhanced edition where they actually retexture
killer!
everything.
Why'd you do it? I hate you. I want her back. Give her back to me. I knew it. You didn't care about her. I hate you, James. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here.
You know, a lot of people shit on the voice acting and said the voice acting is kind of bad. I think that was actually very good the way he did that.
Laura, I'm sorry.
after only one hit. Hang on. Let's go a little. Let's see how. Let's take a little snap at this.
James, where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you.
It's not Mary.
Come to me. Do you hate me? Is that why you won't come? James,
That voice.
James,
James, like, at least I'm wearing a cool jacket. I mean, he's got that going for
are
him.
you lost? I'm near. I'm waiting nearby, James.
Has anyone seen that meme with a hamster trying to swallow a whole banana? That's how I view Super Bowl HT.
Can't you hear me? James,
I mean,
James,
yeah.
James, James.
Oh my God, shut up, Mary, you're dead. Okay, I remember this part being an absolute nightmare because I remember correctly, like, the doors end up taking you to different rooms. You gotta figure out which door is the right one.
Yeah.
I remember hating this part. I'm gonna, just because I don't want to be stuck here. Because I remember I got stuck like a psychopath, like, stuck for like 20 minutes or more trying to figure this shit out. Because there's like a specific room you have to go into for this to work. Let me, okay, walk through. We're almost done. There's like, because we're in pretty sure we're in the Nightmare Hotel now. Maybe since you may
I'm not dead yet.
save point in your map gain some marking any purple and just use red. Per mark shows inaccessible. It says kind of state inside the reading room on the second floor. Okay, yeah, I gotta do this if I want to get the ending. It sounds like a Scooby-Doo chase scene. What was Toriyama thinking making her so small? I mean, Toriyama got some good taste in nothing wrong with small. He's fine. He's just touching grass. It's just hurting him a little bit because he's not used to it, you know. I mean, she does fill out the armor. I mean, no. Okay, where's the reading? Oh, it's down here. Okay. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's gonna take more than that to kill me.
Oh, you sound like a damn chain smoker over there when you coughing.
Angie, we gotta do a we gotta do a cartoon
going
dogs
to die?
tier list.
You must be joking.
It would be pretty funny.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
Who would be on the list?
I'm afraid
Scooby
I'm
and
not
Courage,
sure.
of course.
3
Yeah,
years at
probably
most.
Brian somewhere on
Perhaps
that list.
6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
I'm trying to think who else. Can we put the dog from what's it King of the Hill? Even I don't think the dog was in that many episodes.
King of the Hill.
Yeah, well, remember that dog wasn't really like a cartoon in like the sense of like he didn't do anything. You know.
Oh, you mean Ladybird?
Yeah, Ladybird. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll put Ladybird on there. Ladybird, come here, girl.
Okay, so this is one of the items for one of the extra for the rebirth ending. I don't know if I have all the items for that because I actually have never gotten that one. Let me see. Is there endings?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Jake from Venture Time on there too. Then we'd have Goddard from Jimmy Neutron. That'd be a good one.
Do I have the Book of Lost Memories? Oh, I didn't get the Book of Lost Memories, so I can't do that ending.
So we're gonna do that one. Goddard from Jimmy Neutron. What else? There's a lot of cartoon dogs, right? But
Yeah.
Do we count Snoopy?
Man, he's a cartoon dog. I mean, I count him.
Does that mean we also count Marmaduke?
I feel like he would count, but the thing is, I've not really seen much with Marmaduke to really have an opinion on him, so it probably would be... So, like, if we didn't include him, that'd be fine. We just had a tier of, like, don't really know that much about him.
Dingus. I know, but he originated in comics.
I think he counts, because he's been in...
Still counts out.
Because I think most people know Snoopy from the cartoons more so than the comics nowadays, anyway.
I'm Broly while being beat up by your dad.
Oh, you talk about, what's his name? He's talking about, that guy did that video on, Brandon Brutal. Literally, his dad tells him to shut the fuck up because he's making too much noise. During a live stream, the dad's trying to sleep. He knocks his chair over, and the dad gets mad at him for doing it. He yells, "I'm Broly! Hit me!" And then the dad is like daring him to hit him. He's like, "Hit me, motherfucker! Hit me! I dare you!" And he doesn't do it. And it's fucking funny.
Include Underdog, Odie, big red dog, big dog, and little dog from Two Stupid Dogs.
I guess we gotta include Crypto on that list too. The problem with him is just like which version though.
The Crypto, the cartoon, obviously. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, you can include wasn't he in like some of the DC
Crypto,
movies too? Like the animated movies.
Super dog, Crypto.
I hated the fucking theme song. I hated it.
I liked the show though. I thought the show was
Like the show was fine, but like that
okay.
theme song, I was like, man, if y'all need to. Theme song was terrible. Like, God damn.
He came from Earth from outer space.
Okay, you don't need to sing the whole
and
fucking
his
thing.
name is Crypto.
Okay, I'm muting him.
Are those even lyrics? What?
That's just summarizing the character at that point. Like it's not even like there's nothing even like clever about it.
Like, okay, he's a Cryptog. He's a dog from outer space. Crypto.
Like at least the
established that. What else? What are other traits you can talk to him about?
like at least the Johnny Test thing they tried to give like they did the synopsis in the lyrics. They tried to make it sound like actual lyrics. Like talk about he had like a head of fire hair and a backpack.
Use him like a
Yeah, like they tried.
You heard about who Johnny Test is.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Johnny Test, we gotta put Dookie on the list.
Yeah, we gotta put Dookie on the list. Yep. Dookie gotta go on the list.
Food Dog from American Dragon.
I don't remember Food Dog at all.
You remember the dog from American Dragon, Jake Long?
I don't remember. To be fair, I didn't see too much of American Dragon Jake Long, so I'm not entirely. I don't remember all the characters. I do remember how weird it was. I remember seeing episodes of season 1 and then saw season 2, and it's like, why does he look completely different? Like I almost thought, is this a different character?
That's one of the biggest leaps in like art style and like his I think everyone points out.
Yeah, I almost thought he's supposed to be a different character.
What do we make of this? What do we make of? Johnny Test opening leaves a show being ass out of the song. The thing, okay, here's the thing. Controversial, hot take. Johnny Test wasn't that bad.
It really wasn't.
It was the most mid-show imaginable.
Yeah.
And it was fine. You wanted to watch cartoons for an hour as a kid. There was nothing else on. You watched Johnny Test.
Yeah, like it was the filler show.
It was there. It was comfortable and it did its job. And you don't get mad at McDonald's for saying, "Oh, McDonald's isn't that great." We know it's not that great.
Yeah.
We still go there. It still fulfills its purpose. It's not great, but it's not terrible either.
Yeah, it could be a hell of a lot worse.
It's a 6 out of 10 show. Like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get a few laughs. What, man? What do you expect? Like, it knows what it is.
Yeah.
Edgy.
I'm gonna go 207.
What's your favorite scene from Surf's Up?
Again, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I'm trying to remember. Wait a minute. How am I supposed to go from 27 to 2?
Oh, Edgy, we gotta watch Surf's Up together. It's like it's a penguin movie. We haven't watched it together.
I mean, I remember really liking it. I just haven't seen it in a while. I remember liking the ending because you think, oh, Cody's gonna win, and it's like, oh, he actually does it.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I was like, that was actually ballsy.
I actually like. There's a subtle like that. The writing is so good that there's kind of a subtle change, but at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie, and it's a really subtle one. It's like at the beginning he's like talking himself up about whatever. Oh, he's awesome or whatever, like how good he is and all that stuff, right? But at the end of the movie, you know what Cody says to the camera? The last thing he says to them?
I forget what he says.
He's like, he's kind of like, man, I'm kind of tired of like talking about myself. Can I just go surf?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's more focused on the guy. Just find surfing fun now. Just want to go surf.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I know it sounds like I'm reading too much into it, but like, he let go of his ego.
Yeah.
And therefore found happiness and purpose. Surfing.
Yeah, I think he kind of remembers, like, oh yeah, I used to do this because I just found it fun.
Yeah. I also like at the beginning they make it clear, like, he's not a bad surfer, he's just inexperienced.
Yeah.
That was a nice, yeah.
Okay, so let's go through here.
Edgy, you want to be referenced in Callous Master?
Sure, why not? I mean, it's probably the only place I'm gonna get referenced anyway. So I'm referencing other shit and like stuff I've done, which might actually happen. Actually, no, I can't even say might anymore because there's like a very blatant. Okay, I wouldn't say. Is it blatant? I guess it's kind of. There's like a subtle reference. There's like a subtle reference where like I reference. I did it wrong again. I'm dumb. I did it wrong again. Okay. So I'm supposed to go 207 and 204. How do I keep doing this wrong? I have it like right in front of me and I'm still doing it wrong. Okay, 207, 204, and then gotta go back to 204. And I should be in front of what? 207, then go to 202. Which I can't even see. It would help if I had the flashlight so I could see which room is which without actually having to pull up the map, but whatever, game. Okay, so I gotta go to 202. Should be right here. Yep, 202. I'm gonna turn into a dog whip. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he did turn it. Yeah, Chad Penguins with Rex Quanto. That dude was a freak. I just remember he had the weird. He named all his trophies. It's like, why are you giving your trophies these exotic names, bro? Like, that's making me a little. That's a little uncomfortable, dude. He was like, "This is Aisha," and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, you a little too fond of them trophies, ain't you? Okay, 220 to 212, but I can't get to 2. I'm gonna try this instead. Just give me 202. No, that does not get me there. Okay, so I'm supposed to get to 212 then. Because this I'm supposed to get to 212, which is all over here, but I didn't, though. Because 212 is there.
They really do be taking away the titties on the bat, don't they?
It's even weirder than that. They also like covered up her back on her outfit, and it was like it's a back, like, and it was like it was uncovered because, you know, room for the wings. Like, it kind of made sense. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, guys? Are you it's like, are we really that? Is like, are we really that puritanical now that you can't even show that?
Oh man.
Like, have we really regressed that far?
There's a streamer who like took a homeless woman to a restaurant, right?
All right.
And then and then the kick streamer decided to dine and dash when the bill came.
That's fucked.
You live in an evil time.
Yeah, that's just, we gotta do it for the content.
Content.
The content. I'm like, you fucking. Okay, so am I in the right place now? I think I am. I swear, it's like IRL streamers are like, I'm gonna be the biggest douchebag possible, and I'm gonna film it and let everybody know I'm just the biggest douchebag ever. And it's like, what is it about this that just brings out everybody acting like a fucking sociopath? And it's not even like I can see if it was like, you know, you were just kind of like mildly pranking someone, where it's like at the end of the day, you know, they're kind of laughing at it too. You know, like Impractical Jokers or something, kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were like more like Impractical Jokers with it, where it's like, yeah, the mostly with fair Impractical Jokers, they're mostly humiliating themselves. And the joke is, you know, them humiliating themselves and kind of people's reaction.
And you look what I sent you.
What did you send me? Let me see. Ben 10 generation. Then Gen X kept shits. You know what? That actually would be kind of. I'd actually, even though I'd only be playing it for like original Ben 10 stuff, that actually would be bad. It's mad since people need to not watch it and it'll go away. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like people watch it, so like, you know, what are you gonna do?
Okay, one more thing I'm gonna show you.
Okay, let me see. Ladies tell me the traitor Trump is my president. I don't. What the fuck is this? Oh fuck! I forgot it. IRL horrible. Yeah, like it's kind of like when people make videos that complain about I like how everyone's using this word like call them slop content creators, where it's like, oh yeah, they just kind of do like, you know, basic videos like minimal editing and stuff, and saying like, oh, it's like bad that people do that. And I'm sitting there like, okay, then you know, like just stop watching it then. Like, if you're gonna act like this content is that bad, then it's like, okay, everybody everybody just stop watching it then. It's like, you're not going to because... Like, you're probably not going to, but it's like, that would be the only way I could think to fix that. It's like the hate Wings of Redemption gets. It's like, people are baffled as to why she's done it in views, want to stop him, then no more trolling him, don't business cards. Yeah, I don't... That's why, like, I don't even... Like, outside of, like, the memes with Wings, like, even then, like, the memes haven't even been that funny. Like, with Wings, like, the only meme I liked was, remember the guy, Liquid Richard, who would do, like, like, he would, like, take clips of shit Wings said and make them into songs with, like, beats and stuff, and it was usually making fun of Wings in the song.
Are you liquid edgy or solid edgy?
Well, given how I'm the original, yeah, solid. Well, actually, no, the original in Metal Gear was Big Boss, so... Because I'm Big Boss. I don't fucking know. That sounds weird. It's like Sebastian Shaw's power. You hit him and it just makes him more powerful. Yeah, it's dumb. Like it's one thing if you're making... Okay, like, if you're gonna say, like, oh, Wings is a terrible person. One thing if you make videos that actually are highlighting Wings being terrible. If you're just taking, like, clips of Wings and just editing them until they're digestible, it's like you're just a clip channel then to me. Like, I don't really get the appeal. Oh, this scene.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you.
Are you going to Mars
You're the
Protest,
only
dude?
one
Hell no.
left. Maybe then. Maybe
James
then I
went to
can rest.
Hazbin Hotel. Not enough singing
Mama,
for that.
Why are you running away? You're not my mama.
Duh.
It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Oh shit, Sherlock. No, James goes, excuse me, it is ma'am. It is ma'am.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela. That's wrong.
No. Don't pity me. I'm not worth it.
I really wish we could save Angela in this game.
Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain?
Better than dying, isn't it?
That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No. I won't.
Hey, Edgy, I'm gonna hop off, alright, buddy?
For
Alright,
yourself.
man.
Have a
Me?
good night.
You too, man.
No. I'd never kill myself.
He's Crypto, the super dog.
Get out.
Crypto, rough it away.
Get out.
Crypto.
It's hot as hell in here.
Hold on, this is the best line in the game.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
The reason why I say this is the best line, and I'm not 100% sure if the writers intended this, but like, and just this just kind of reminds me of like there was one book I was reading. It's called Up Psychology for Writers, and one of the things they bring is like they try to put like using like actual like psychology to help you write your characters better. And one thing they talk about is like everyone has these like narratives they tell themselves that kind of influence how they see the world. And what Angela said is like, you see it too. This is how it always is for me. Is kind of, I feel like kind of like that, where like she sees, you know, everything is burning, everything is terrible. And, you know, now we get to see the world that way. Like, and it's kind of like we're almost seeing, like, you know, we're seeing how she sees the world. And it's kind of like how, you know, different people can look at the same object and see it completely different stuff. I'm rambling a bit, but you get, I think you get what I mean. And I always like that scene because it's like, yeah, that's kind of what that's, at least from what I understand of psychology, yeah, that's kind of accurate. But let me see, what is chat saying about the only, okay, going back to Wings for a second. The only thing with Wings that I think people are right to really give him shit for was when he was talking about that. What did he say? Let me find a clip. I don't want to take him out of context too much.
I did say the age.
Okay, this is the clip. This is the, let me full screen this. Not full screen this, I gotta switch it over to stream for a second. Silent Hill, a game from Angel's Pet would be. I'm actually kind of surprised that, like, okay, if like Bloober Team's remake, if they actually did that, that could be very interesting. Even though I don't really, I'm not gonna get into Blue Team's remake. It is what it is. But this clip, I think, is one of the things I think you can definitely, like, when people, like, I definitely understand why people hate Wings because of this right here.
Consent should be 12. You know why I said that? Because
let me
growing
rewind
up,
the whole thing.
I did say the age of consent should be 12. You know why I said that? Because growing up in high school, I knew girls that were like 12, 13, 14, fucking on the regular.
Brought the topic up. Remember, I was like, we were brainstorming for topics, and
Yeah, child pornography is such a loosely based thing. Like, but like even 16 at 45, that I'd let that slide because a 16-year-old can make her own damn decisions. I'd cut child pornography off around 12.
Evan, Jersey, and North Carolina.
Whoa.
Like, that's something that I think, like, if people wanted to like troll Wings or go at Wings for that, that's something I think that's like, yeah, okay, I can understand. Yeah, okay, like, I'm not gonna, you know, get upset that someone goes on about that. Fun stage from Wings, he does like to talk big and then immediately puts out. Yeah, because like the main thing with Wings is that he kind of has like the thing that people hate him about, he would do like the pity parties and shit, and he would, you know, just react poorly to everything. But now it's like his trolls be like hacking his PlayStations and shit, trying to impersonate him on, like, there was that time when someone was impersonating him on TikTok and trying to make him look like a pedophile and shit, like having, like, trying to talk to minors and stuff on there. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Didn't TJ also joke about the 8 being 12 dude? You talking about TJ Kirk, Amazing Atheist? TJ? You talking about that TJ? Because that I don't know. Given some of the out of pocket shit sometimes, not sometimes, some of the out of pocket shit TJ would say, I could see him saying that. Like, the thing is, Wings tries to frame those clips where he says that as like he was like, oh, I was being like a shock jock on the podcast and stuff, and I'm like, you know, it's like, okay, maybe that's true, that was the intent, but it's like, that does seem kind of fucking weird. Like, that's the direction you went with. Like, you could have found something else, you know? Like, that's all I'm saying. Banana Man, yes, I think I heard him do a bit where he was on Channel Awesome a while back. Yeah, I don't know if he actually did that. I haven't seen the clip, so you know I don't want to say yes or no. What these type of guys? I don't fucking know, dude. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, you had to be really, if you are going to try and joke about that, you got to be really careful with that, because it's like so many people are going to take that as not a joke. Oh, let me shut up. This is a pretty iconic moment.
Stop! Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone!
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
No boyfriend free girlfriend James. I think it was a joke, but that was that time when Milo came out about the priest shit. He was pretty quiet during that fiasco. Oh, I have no idea. Is the music not playing? James Barrett's car was killed to a pyramid. Didn't Wings also kill? Yeah, that's another. You're right, Game Power. He did talk about like him like abusing a cat when he was younger and stuff. James is taking accountability. Yeah. We say James still gets haunted in that strip club. Guy can't. No, he can't. He can't. He goes to the strip club and all the strippers look like Maria. Oh damn, he is. Did the game glitch? There's supposed to be music playing. Hold up, that's throwing me off. Did I turn music off somehow? I don't think I did. Doom theme starts. There it is. I don't know why it was so low I couldn't even hear it. Here had to try to crucify Jay like you. Serious credit since you write a story, I thought to write a personal story like your version of Sally catches. It gets too further because that's how your life. Okay, I wouldn't say it went as far as Silent Hill with it, but because it's not that kind of story. But there's a side of this Doom music kicks in. See, I'm trying to figure out if I should say this, because it might be as... Well, okay, it's not really a spoiler, because I did kind of imply it in book 1. Okay. So, in Renegades book 1, there's a point where I either implied or I just outright stated, I don't quite remember, that Ronan doesn't actually feel emotions a lot of times. Like, he just kind of, like imitates it and just goes, like, pretends to. And in book 2 that becomes a problem because he kind of addresses that, and that got a little personal for me because a lot of times I feel like I don't like react to things the way I'm supposed to, but like something sad will happen that like other people would be like emotional about, and I'm just like, I don't feel anything towards it, and it feels kind of weird. So I kind of took that and was like explored that a bit with Ronan's character in book 2. I don't think I went as far with it as I probably could have. I went to the shotgun actually is not doing. I don't know if the shotgun does that much damage to them. Because the whole thing with them is they got stupid range and stupid damage. So let me go back to this. I did kind of think about doing something like that. Trying to think. Why is music seem hopeful? Something. I'm gonna turn the music up a bit. Do you think the music is hopeful in this? Because I don't get that. Let me turn it all the way up. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't read this as hopeful. I kind of read this almost as like tragic, like someone just like found out something that was so fucked up that it just kind of like broke them. But I mean, it's art. Like it's open to. I think I killed them. Yeah. Okay, well, kill is a strong word because they killed themselves, but. There's some more Archon enemies. I can see that because it is kind of like. Because, I mean, it is like James is overcoming like his. Like. I don't want to say he's overcoming his guilt, more like he's accepting what he did, if that makes. That's probably a better way to go about that. It's definitely like melancholic, I think, is definitely the vibe I get from that. Is it's like. Maybe bittersweet is a better term, where it's like. I guess like bittersweet is like it's like when something like a story where like yeah all the characters die at the end but like they still kind of achieve the goal they were going for, sort of thing. He's my side wipe his own ass girl. James basically like he decided to like face the things he was running from like in his head. And, like the Pyramid Head was like I think like and keep on I'm not gonna try and do like a whole literary analysis right now, but it feels like Pyramid Head was like the part of him that was like trying to get him to acknowledge what happened. Because he did just say that Pyramid Head was basically out of his need to feel punished for what he's done. Is that Angela on the ground right there, or is that just a trash? That's a trash can. I think also like the way the tone of the music goes. I guess it depends on like which ending you end up getting too. Because if you go with like the really, what I would argue is the bad ending. It's any further because I feel like the ending where he leaves because he organized. Yeah, that's like that's. Yeah, that to me is probably the best ending
Mary?
in terms of.
What do you want, James?
Oh, let me shut up.
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back.
Yeah, I feel like
James.
Yeah.
Wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
Honestly, the two endings I like is the one where he leaves, you know, just by himself, and even though I think it's like the worst ending, the in water ending where he just, you know, he's just like, I can't do this shit no more, and just that's not how fucked up and just ends it all. Like I can kind of get both endings with that. I like both of them for one, because I think they just represent the extremes of like how someone could respond to this situation. Little did Mary know that James had been playing Katawa Shoujo, so he gets something deep inside James making him marry his perfect waifu. I've heard about Katawa Shoujo. I've never played it, and I heard that they re-released it on Steam, but then I heard they censored a lot of the shit on Steam, so that people were like, no, just go to like their website, get the official version. Or get like the old version, because it's, you know, not censored. Because James didn't want us. Yeah, that's the thing, like... And that's like how, that's like when your writing is really good, when you can have a character do something, you know, that you would say like on paper is objectively horrible, like killing your wife, and like you still kind of you don't necessarily agree with what James did. Obviously, I don't think most people agree with James killing his wife, but like you understand why it happened. It's kind of like why I think like the original, like the first Joker movie, why that was such a, why that worked, because it's like on paper like we should all hate Joker, but because of I'm delaying the boss fight here, but because of you understand like what drove the guy to it, like you kind of empathize him a little bit. You agree, but you understand. You agree, but you understand the whole other level. Yeah, his mercy killing not helping. He's out of misery. Great, but and the thing that makes me not want to like just say like, okay, because like a mercy killing is different. Like if a person, like, because I don't think Mary specifically was like, because if Mary was specifically like, yeah, just kill me, then I was like, okay, fine. But yeah, you do sleep with whatever girl you pursue. I think it's emphasize the awkwardness of the girl's disabilities. Yeah. James used mercy. Yeah, the question is, did Mary though? That's the thing. Because that's where it becomes like a gray area, because it's like if she wanted him to kill her, then it's like, yeah, I don't really think he's that guilty. You know, like it's still a moral gray area, but I would lean more towards like, you know, James is not. I don't think James is terrible either, like a terrible person either way, but he'd be less terrible.
Mary?
There's some delusions too, true. So she might not have been in the best head state
Wrong
either.
again. Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? Maria, I'm done with you.
I love the
What do
way
you
he
mean?
says that.
But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not Mary.
Names that moved on in Metagirl Day 2B. I'm
No,
done with
James.
these girl games.
I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
I remember this not liking this fight. Okay, I gotta turn the sound down because it's loud now. I remember really not liking this fight because it just felt like it took forever the first time I played this. Done with these girl games. Yeah, James. Oh yeah, I don't remember this attack. Hey, James also regretted it. Yeah. I like fire dentist drill music. Yep. We got the drill core. I like how they got Mary Boss just darkened her hair, mate. Her hair. I haven't even seen what she looks like in the remake. I don't even know if I'm hitting her at this point. Am I even hitting the bitch? How much rifle? Oh, I have 23 rifle bullets, really. God damn it, this is the only attack we're fucking hitting. Sorry, I meant to say darkens her hair and gives her eyeshadow so it makes her upside down goth mommy. That they didn't make her like her skin all fucked up and everything. But Mary in a bit. Yep. Night night, Mary. Oh shit, run. You're gonna spam that again already? Remake just looks man off to me. Yeah, I was watching what's his name? Ash from Heels versus Babyface. I was watching his live stream of it, and like he even said the game wasn't bad, but like I was just watching him play the hospital level, and I was like, damn, this really just doesn't do anything for me. Like it's not even. Oh my god, can you stop spamming the butterflies, please? Oh, that was over with quick. Time to put my... You know what? We're gonna do this right. I realized I should have chopped her in the head instead of chopping her in the legs, but watch Punish shoulder stream and Mary's boss gets stretched out like 3 phase and phase 2 being the worst. It's like the only real mark against the game. Because didn't they make the... Isn't the remake like longer than the base game too?
James.
It was perfect. It looks too cool. Yeah, that was my thing. Like, it doesn't look dirty. Like the original.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James.
Oh, that's right. She did say she wanted to die,
I
so yeah,
wanted
we're
the
good.
pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth. You also said that you didn't want to die.
Yes, this is why it's a gray area to me with what happened.
The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, And you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Now, there's another way you could interpret this, and this be like the least charitable to James, I think. And that is like, this is what he imagines Mary would say to him, but Mary wouldn't actually say this. The whole, like, it's enough, you know, Mary could have been 100% vengeful about it for all we know. Like, even the letter he reads at the end, like, is that really, like, you know, real, or is it still, like, in his head? Like, it's kind of, you know, ambiguous. Like, it's implied that it's real, but you could argue that maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. It's like, the letter is definitely... I mean, I think any ending you get is going to be kind of bittersweet, but
Now
I think
I
the letter in the good
understand
one is really...
the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of?
Which ending did I get?
Without you, Mary, I've
Oh,
got
fuck,
nothing.
did I actually get the in water ending?
Now, we can be together.
Fuck, I didn't even try to get this ending.
In my restless dreams,
Fuck, I actually didn't
I see that
know I was
town.
going for that ending.
Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do.
Yeah, I didn't
And
even
so I
know I was
wait.
going for the water ending.
Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this,
Yeah, damn, it's no.
I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James.
That line hurts way more when you have this ending. Because it's like he didn't do that.
James, you made me happy.
I always thought it was weird this song is so like aggressive with it. Like I get that it's kind of telling you this is like a bad ending. Yeah, I mean, I guess they need something to, but you done fucked up, Rip. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I think it's good more fits the letter. I think it does too. No. No, I would probably do it for the bad ending. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how I triggered the bad ending. Actually, I think I know how. It's because I know one of the things that affects the ending is how fast you heal when you take damage, and like towards the end there, I wasn't healing that much. Because I probably should have. I do know also like how many times you look at Andrew's knife also determines if you get this ending or you look at it a lot. You get this ending more or something. And we gotta forget, we can't forget the GOAT. All music and sound effects by holy shit, dude. that they turned into a goon shack. Anime figures use tankas to read us. Oh nah, bro. Oh nah, bro. That's not the used tangas. Oh nah. That's the Asmon Gold trope. Yeah, that's Asmon. That's the Asmon Gold special. Holy shit. God damn. Okay, now I kind of want to see, like... 7 hours, that's not bad. Okay, now I want to see what they did with Mary and the Silent, because I'm probably not gonna play I'm probably not gonna play the remake, or at least if I am, it's gonna be on a steep sale. But I just want to see, like, is this like a no commentary one? Because I want to see like a no. Okay, we'll watch Shirako. We'll watch Shirako. Shirako doesn't put what's it called? Fucking commentary. Let me close the game because we're not coming back to that, and I don't want that. Playing anything in the background real quick. New anime I got reincarnated. James, who the hell is 2B? Why is there Shrine for ass in her bedroom? Don't expose me. I'm kidding. Okay. That is 100% a joke. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not that bad. I should probably change the scroll thing to not say Dino Crisis anymore. But let me just do a real quick retcon right there. Old retcon. Just in case someone watches this VOD and is wondering why the fuck does it say Dino Crisis. There you go. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was the last game finished, and that was I forgot how hard as shit that game is. Holy fuck. How many puzzles that game had. I'm like, bro, I'm puzzled out, man. You gotta chill. But let's see how because I haven't played the remake. I've been kind of like not really paying much attention to it after it came out. So I'm just curious to see what they did with Maria. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so it's not super loud. Dan's like, I could have cheated, bitch. Let me have this. I mean, it really came down to it. Like, if I had a girlfriend or a wife and she was like, that got her going to some anime like husbandos, I was like, I'd rather you do that than you know fuck some dude behind my back. Oh, they including the pyramid part. That's fine.
Leave her alone. Leave us both the hell alone.
What if the hell is James's voice? Hold on, I gotta rewind that. What the hell was that voice line?
Leave her alone. Leave us both the hell alone.
Sounds like Chris Pratt remake Jim's Emmy Pads on Jack. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Also, did they censor the impale scene? Did they fucking censor the impale scene? In a Also, they're doing way too much with the music. Like, we did not need the Inception in there. The voice crack is fine. It's just the music is trying to do way too much. It feels like. I mean, actually, in the original, like, the music didn't kick in until after he did the whole,
know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore.
Oh, they changed the line too?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I already... So just going on the cutscene alone, why the fuck would you censor the impale part? Second, I just want to go back to, like, this room looks so, like... Is it this? Okay. The room is not as dirty looking. Like Silent Hill 2 is a game where I feel like it's a game where, like, when you look at it, it's like you feel like you need a tetanus shot after you look at it. That scene looks tampered. And the thing was, like, the original wasn't even, like, super gory either. That's the funny part. Like, I would say the original had a lot of restraint. Like, it was very quick. Like, you know, it's not like I don't know, what's that guy? The guy who's really known for it's not like Terrifier or something where it's like, so it has a whole 10-minute mutilation scene going on. That's one of many. I think there are some changes because they implied Jane's going through a time. Oh, fucking hell, man. Like, I can kind of get focusing on, like, Maria's, like, you know, dying reaction a bit more. Like, maybe if they initially showed, like, you know, the impale part, like how it was in the original, and then cut to her face with, like, the blood running down her face. I mean, that would have been fine, but, like, the way they did this is weird. I don't like that. Let's see, how does the fight play out? Because it looks like they can throw. Cause I haven't even seen the fight. Which one is a better game? Plus Harry was better. Okay. Should have instead ouchies, I guess. Also, I really don't like the way they changed the music too. Like, the music makes it seem like this is supposed to be some epic fight, and I never got that impression with when James fights the two pyramid heads, that it was like this, you know, epic moment. It wasn't supposed to be. At least to me, that's how I interpret it. Is also, I'm guessing, I don't know if he's playing this on PC. I'm guessing that, like, fuzziness is like frame generation stuff, like what's it, DLSS or something. I'm assuming Sharko's playing on PC, not to. Why does this look Resident Evil-esque? Probably because they took cues from Resident Evil Remake, which, I mean, if you're gonna copy anybody, to be fair, like devil's advocate, if you're gonna copy anybody when it comes to remaking like a horror game, just going off of pure sales and reviews, like the Resident Evil 2 and especially Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remakes, you don't want to copy Resident Evil 3 remake. You don't want to do that. That makes the most sense. I've heard the frame rate not play. Yeah, I heard that too. Like, at least at launch. I don't know if they patched that. Hopefully they did. But I heard the frame rate was not good for a lot of people. I'm gonna fast forward this fight a little bit because I'm not really. Let me see, how does the fight end? Did they fuck up that? Even Pyramid Head looks way too clean. Like he doesn't look that dirty, and I don't know what it. And this is not just a problem with this game. I notice this a lot with like remakes when they take like old PS2 games and like put modern graphics on them. Like it ends up always looking too clean. Like the Shadow of the Colossus remake has this problem too, even though I love that game. It has this problem where, like, because the original had this very hazy, foggy look to it, and that didn't translate over to the PS4 version. And the problem with that is that fog and haze kind of made everything feel like foreboding, and like the remake didn't quite do that. It made everything look more beautiful, which, to be fair, the original did look beautiful too, especially for the time, but just didn't quite like match up. And here it's kind of a similar thing, except instead of it not being hazy, it's that everything looks too clean. Like I said, the original Silent Hill 2 makes you feel like you want to go get a tetanus shot after playing it, because how rusted and dirty and corroded everything looks in here. Like, Pyramid Head's apron was like caked in blood and like dried blood to the point where like you couldn't even tell what the original color was supposed to be. The remake is also is dark as fuck, so everything looking clean can be a result of the lighting being way too dark. Maybe, but I feel like if it was like if it was darker, that might actually help too. Probably just yeah, let's be real, probably some goon juice too. Like, even the spears, I feel like they should be like covered in like rust and like blood stains and stuff, like just to, you know, really like make, because these just look like regular spears to me. There's nothing like special about them. I know that sounds like a nitpick. I know that sounds nitpicky as fuck, but it's like just kind of like an example. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to Mary, because I'm just curious to see how the remake interprets that. Oh, glitch there. I don't know if that was the capture software of the game. Aren't Pyramid's fingers supposed to be fused too? Are they? I'd have to. You might be right. That I could probably. I'd have to check. Yeah, like even this room. Hold up, rewind that for a second. Even this room looks weirdly well lit when like the original. It feels like it was a lot darker. Maybe it's my monitor too, because it might be something on my monitor too, because I forget that I have the HDRI kind of makes everything look brighter. The HDR on this thing makes everything look brighter, so maybe that's why. But like even this was like looked a lot darker, and like the walls looked more decrepit and stuff. I don't know. Like, this room doesn't look creepy. It just looks like a room. It doesn't really have any vibe to it, to me.
Mary?
James. I've been waiting.
I don't know if text. Yeah, like there should be like
so
dirt
long.
and scratches and you know paint
see
scraping off and stuff, but
Yes. More than anything. You're all I ever wanted.
That's not true. Is it?
Mary?
You killed me, James.
Yes. I did. I couldn't bear to see you suffer.
Don't make excuses.
it doesn't look rusty. Yeah,
I
it
know
doesn't.
how you saw me, how you felt. You really hated me.
And SMMs aren't gonna make the 3 submitting, are they? I guess not.
It's true, I may have had some of those feelings. It was a long 3 years. I was so tired.
I guess I understand.
I'm not crazy about James's new voice. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's a bad voice. Like, when he get the voice crack there, I thought that was actually good. Like, I actually really, liked that, because that sounded very, and it doesn't sound weird. It sounded very, like, human. Like, how you would actually probably react from that. I don't know.
I know I was a burden. You wanted a long, happy
I'm not sure if I
life.
like the way this cutscene is.
Something I couldn't give.
But I'd have to see, like, the context of, like, how the remake is, like, you know, playing things out.
Mary, please, if I could...
No, James. Those were the last precious moments I had. How could I ever forgive you?
Oh, even, like, the creature change effect is less freaky. That was like an abrupt transition to what the fuck? Okay. I don't like how they changed the whole context of like what led up to the fight. That seemed kind of weird, but maybe like there's some. Keep in mind, I haven't watched an entire playthrough of the remake, so maybe like it's better if I had the full context. Maybe I don't know. I'll give it that because I kind of want to see. He said this fight is like 3 phases now. Okay, the window breaking is kind of cool, I guess. Oh shit, she's hot. Does that do damage to you? Because that'd be mega annoying if it did. Butterflies. This is very toned down, yeah. Okay, so now her cage is a spider? Kind of. Okay, see this like level of like darkness and detail, like the walls stuff. Like this area looks like it would fit in like Silent, like the original Silent Hill 2, like in terms of like, you know, dirt and grime and stuff. Like this actually looks fine here. Like the water, I think that's water. Is that water or mud? Either way, that looks really like just dirty, you know. Yeah, the moth closets look super annoying. Yeah, that does look more annoying. I'm not sure if I like this idea of like Mary coming out of the ceiling to try and get you and stuff. I kind of get making the final boss a little more, I guess, dynamic, but like I feel like I kind of feel like the Pyramid Head was the real final boss, and like Mary was like the story, like the final boss, like the story kind of thing. If that makes any sense. Trying to think of an example of that. You know how like in Demon Souls, like you fight the false king of Lant, and that's like the final boss, and like the real king is like this pathetic, like shriveled up thing that doesn't even, it's really like barely even a fight, but it's there for like lore stuff reasons. That's kind of how I feel like Mary in the original was. It was sort of like that scenario where like Pyramid Head was the memorable boss, the memorable boss, and Mary was just kind of like icing on the cake, I guess. Even the music feels toned down now that I think about it. Okay, yeah, the moths being able to attack you from off screen from a different direction than where you'd be looking is kind of annoying. It looks like it would be mega annoying. Okay, but you can shoot the moths to, I guess. Okay, that's kind of neat. I guess, as a workaround. James flips out his dick and says, let's finish what we started. Bro, what the fuck is the range on these attacks? Holy shit. Okay. Okay, what the wow. I'm just kind of taken aback by the range of some of these attacks she has. Like, that is annoying as hell. How much range she gets with that. Like, damn. Legs are stupid long. And she has a tail with. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I would think, like, if you were gonna give her more attacks, it would be that she would use the tail more or something. Because I felt like her floating above you kind of made her feel more, like, otherworldly, whereas this, like, her, like, you know, like, crawling on the ground and stuff at you kind of, like, makes her feel more grounded, if that's even though it seems more ridiculous, it feels more grounded at the same time. To me, like, I don't know. I don't know if this was the move. Like, maybe if they gave her more, like, stuff to do with the moths, where it was like she had more, like, different attacks that you had to dodge in certain ways, and kind of kept the fight similar to the original, it would make a little more sense. Or I'd even take, like, pieces of the bed, like, as you damage her, like, pieces of the bed break off, and, like you know, like shrapnel from that breaks off, she can, like, throw it at you or something, like telepathically or something. That's telekinetically or something. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up patching out the second and third phase, just retool the first. Also, can we talk about, like, the music in that was, like, way less intense? Despite the fight being more intense, I would say the music is not, and it's, like, just kind of there. Like, you don't get that industrial shit.
James.
Okay, is there, like...
James.
I always wonder, like, what happens if you just don't attack her? Like, does anything... Does she just die anyway?
James.
Guess not. Okay. Goodbye, Mary Honk's boobs. Oh, so he got this the ending where you leave with Maria, I guess? Okay, that's interesting.
What is this?
Is what you've been looking for.
Let's go.
Okay, I don't know if I don't think I want to play it like any more of that. Just for, you know, in an off chance. I don't know. I don't want to play all of Shirako's video, but just kind of want to. Oh wait, does he show all the endings? Is that what he's doing? Okay, yeah, I guess he shows all the endings, but we don't. It's fine. You could look that up on your own. Yeah, like that just seemed kind of weird. Like there's some weird decisions they did here. Like this whole conversation with him and Mary feels really weird. Like I don't know. Somebody does mouth, butt, feet, knee stuff. Hey, you a little freak, ain't you? You're down bad, aren't you? I don't know. Having Mary just go, "You killed me," feels like a little too, like, on the nose to me. And her being like actually like mad about the fact that you know James killed her is kind of. I don't know. That just seems a little weird to me. Like a weird choice or change. It just felt unnecessary to me, but maybe that's just me. Yeah. Trust like that she belongs to the I mean, yeah. The streets are calling for Maria. I mean, yeah. Let me on it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Thanks everybody for coming out. Like I said, I'm gonna have like you know what? Actually, give me 1 second. I can show you because I was talking about the other render I had for the retail copy of Oh, that wasn't your cue to start playing that, but okay. Hang on a second. Let me just grab a frame of it. Let me see. Okay, I guess this is fine. Okay. So, this is one of the frames from the thing that I was trying to render before, the stream didn't end up rendering in time because the like 4 minutes and what was it, like 4 minutes 53 seconds of the retail preview translates at 30 FPS like 8,000 frames, almost 9,000 frames. So these little rings here, that's an audio visualizer that these things shrink and expand based on the sound of like the narrator and stuff. So like they're, you know, gonna pulse and shit, and it looks really cool. You can't really tell from like still frames, but and the planet slowly rotates in the background. Like it looks really cool from like frame stuff. But like I said, like it's not fully rendered. But the good news is like I just have to render the last like 700 frames, and I'll do that tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, even though I'll do it later today at this point because it's 1 a.m. practically. It was like a Toonami intro. That wasn't the vibe I was going for, but I wanted to do something cool with it because I could have just used my editing programs built in audio visualizer, but I wanted something a little more like weird and alien for this. So, but it'll be up later. But yeah. The link I posted in the pinned comment, they call it a bounty link. A weird name, but essentially, if you register for Audible subscription using that link, I think it gives me a bonus or something like that. I think that's how they described it. Pretty sure that's how I described it. I had to check the wording again, but yeah, also, if you are interested in the audiobook, I'm going to tell you it is discounted right now. Even if you aren't an Audible member, it's discounted by 12%. So it's like, it's a weird discount. It's $17.46 right now if you want to buy it. But that's gonna jump up to what is it gonna jump up to? It's gonna jump up to what? 1990. Might as well just say, I don't know why they do this. Might as well just say $20. It's gonna jump up to $20 whenever this sale ends. I don't know how long this runs for. I don't know if it's a week, so you might want to consider that. I'm gonna post that link too real quick just to close this out. Let me share this one. So yeah. So that's it. If you want to check that out, again, no pressure. No pressure. I'm not gonna do the Peter Griffin give me money thing. Would be funny, but I'm not gonna do that. But all right, bro, I'm gonna log out. I don't know if I'm actually gonna stream. Like, I was thinking about doing a stream on Halloween, but then I realized, oh wait, that's a Thursday, and my job's been kicking my ass right now, so I might not do that. But if I do, I was thinking doing like a horror movie tier list, see if I can get some people on it. We might just do that Friday, the Friday after Halloween, and call it a day. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming out, everybody.